Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Pastor Gravy, episode number 605. Happy Gravy Day to each and every one of you. It's good to be back. I am your buddy Alex with my friend Pat and Robert Bobby Jokes Barbosa. And how the fuck are you guys?
I'm great right now, man. I'm in a fantastic mood. Beautiful weather outside. And most importantly, the dark era of one of my favorite franchises is coming to an end. Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down from heading Star Wars and Disney. So maybe it'll stop sucking now.
RFK's wife?
No. Also,
Daughter?
I've enjoyed most of what I've seen from her era. People shit on it, but I don't think it was as bad as people said.
All right.
The movies weren't good. Mandalorian was good.
What movies was she in charge of? All the new ones?
The last trilogy. All that was
I
Rey.
did not like the last trilogy.
It was okay. It's just, how are you going to make a trilogy but not have an overarching story that you're following? And you just go, make one movie. Then you look at the next director and go, okay, come up with your own story. Go with it wherever you want. What the fuck? How was that the plan?
I don't know.
But anyway, she's gone. So Star Wars nerds are all going to be happy for a little while. And yeah, then whoever's in charge next, they're going to hate him because that's how Star Wars fans are.
Yeah.
They'll never be happy.
Well, make it like it was when I was 10. When I was 10, I liked that thing, and it doesn't make me feel the way it did when I was 10 now that I am 52. Well, yeah, because you were 10.
Yeah, I don't care about anything the way I did when I was 10.
You didn't have bills. Like, you didn't have to worry about insurance. You didn't have to go to work. You just went to school, fucked around, and then played with your friends. That's what you had to do. Homework was your biggest concern at that point.
And
that's
you
why
were
you
10,
appreciate
so it was
things.
pretty easy.
That's why.
Basic math.
That's why when people shame people for their fandom, it's like, bro, when a significant other is like, hey, how come you're so obsessed with this? And he's like, motherfucker, I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old when I was like, I will die with this team. And they've always been there, or not, but been there somewhat metaphorically for me.
That's actually, yeah, sports teams definitely are the closest things to what I care the same amount as I did when I was a child.
But now I'm still getting to the point where I'm like, things are happening in my life where okay, I'm going to try to not let this ruin my week. It still does, but I'm going to try to not let it do that. And it used to be well, I can't go to school tomorrow. Giants lost.
Oh, God. Especially when you, lost to somebody, and it was somebody you don't like at school, but, you still interacted with.
Yeah.
And they were a fan of the other team. I don't want to go see this fucking asshole today.
But, yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars is back,
Star Wars.
yeah. So I think that means it's time for me to restart my binge watch of every piece of content they've ever done.
So I saw the Kennedy.
Except for the Acolyte, I still won't do that.
I saw the Kennedy girl name on, a part of my new duties on the morning show, since we don't have a co-host, but since I'm sort of the co-host right now, is that I had to come up with what's trending every at the 20 every hour, the first 3 hours, and I always go to Google Trends and look at that stuff, and if it's a name that I don't know, I just assume that it's politics because everybody's been getting confirmed or sworn in and all that stuff, and so it's I don't know what Bundingo is, but there's a Dan Bungingo guy was doing something, and it seemed like it was a big deal. But I was like, oh, it's politics? No, I don't really cover politics unless it's in the actual news. And then there's this Mary Kate Cornett girl. Mm-hmm. Learned about her today, but I just assumed she was getting confirmed as Speaker of the House or some shit. No, she banged her boyfriend's dad or whatever.
There's been
allegedly. I don't know. But that was one of those where I saw Kennedy's name on there, and I was like, probably politics.
No. I mean, kinda.
Sometimes it'll be their name and then something they do.
Everyone says everything she did at Disney was politically driven, so kinda. And that's why everyone hated her, but, not really.
Okay.
She's not part of the administration.
Okay. Well, yeah, anyways. It's past Gravy Day. It's Gravy Day.
Politics talk. There we go.
Talking ticks. I had a couple things that as I was like prepping for the show today, I just kept adding things. Do you want to start with a law question?
Yes, my sister's a lawyer, and we were recently talking about law, so I think
Give her a call. Maybe you want to buzz her. Give her a buzz.
If you're actually asking her, she will charge you for her time.
Well, tell her it's pro bono. Duh.
Hey, before you hang up, this call's pro bono.
By the way, pro bono. If you tell an attorney that it is pro bono work, they have to.
You got to say 1, 2, 3 pro bono, and if
bono.
you finish saying pro bono before them, then it is.
Yeah, if they say it before you finish saying that, then you have to pay them.
Yeah.
But if not, then they have to
See,
do it for
I
free.
know the law.
Yeah,
Shoot.
I'm mostly bird law. This falls outside of the realm of bird law, but like I was hearing somebody like, hey, they refused to press charges. So and so refused to press charges. Can you just not press charges on like a murder case and then let somebody walk?
The state can still choose to press charges if you don't.
Okay.
So that's where like a lot of the time it's like for domestic abuse, and they'll be like, oh well, we can't. She dropped the charge. She don't want to press. If a cop saw you punch her in the face, the law can still press charges on you. The state can,
because like
it just won't be civil.
Like Deshaun Watson had people drop cases against, drop the charges.
They dropped the
him.
civil cases. But if I guess Ohio or wherever he was, I guess it was Texas.
The state can choose to do it.
Yeah, normally they don't because they're like, it's just extra fucking resources that we have to spend on a case that the victim doesn't want prosecution. So
if there's a murder,
murder,
like,
still
look, I talked to God about it, and I just decided not to.
Well, that's the thing. If there was a murder, that person can't elect to not press charges because they were murdered. They're dead. The state has to bring them on
couldn't their family not press charges?
I think civilly. That's what happened with OJ. OJ won the criminal, lost the civil.
All right, that was an easy answer then. I was just like, can you just not press charges on anything and just walk away with anything?
I'd like for you to refer to me as Pat Dion Esquire from now on.
Pat Dion, attorney at law.
I'll totally stolen valor being an attorney. I don't care.
What is there's like a 3-letter abbreviation that you get.
ESQ. Esquire.
ESQ. What if there's another one?
What if like I did stolen valor for the military, but I did like military lawyers, like what was it, JAG?
Yeah.
Would anyone actually get mad about that? So I'd be like, I didn't say I served in theater. I prosecuted some shit. Probably still not okay. I wouldn't do it, just for the record.
Yeah.
But like, is that as bad?
No. No, you're good.
Say I didn't say I was in the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, you didn't say you served.
I say I prosecuted a guy for grabbing another guy's bulge in the military.
Yeah.
Which that would never get prosecuted.
You
That's their favorite thing to do.
The troops who served, so you served the troops. Served. Just say you served.
Mm-hmm. And if there's any female troops out there,
shout out to the female troops. Shout out to the female troopers. Shirt idea. We've been really hot on shirt ideas.
Robert, pay attention.
Robert, so do you think we can make this shirt? I was walking the dog today, and I saw a guy that was it was a marathon shirt, but it said finisher on it. And I was like, you brought her. No. What if we made a shirt that just said non-finisher? Like, I want that. Like,
so basically just a restyled 0.0?
Yeah, pretty much. But like, look, dude, I went to the 5K. I didn't finish it. But you could just put a shirt that just says 5K. It's funny that it's like finisher. I finished it. Okay.
We'll give you
a 5K
finisher one, and we'll give me an unstarter.
No, because you're still not a finisher.
Yeah, but I want it to be known that I didn't even start. That's the real 0.0.
No, the brilliance.
You're trying to rock like a 0.4.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rock the 0.0.
No, I'm saying you could do 0, but like a non-finisher is somebody that didn't finish the race. You don't have to start the race to not finish it.
But then you're also leaving yourself open to everyone being like, he didn't finish her.
Participant would be funny.
I don't want participation.
Yeah,
trophies.
You just get ribbons.
Not part of
trophy. It's a shirt.
That generation was forced upon me. I didn't want those goddamn trophies.
What if you almost died or something like that? You had like you got dehydrated or somebody like you slipped and you broke your leg. Like, what if you did that and you couldn't finish? Like, then you should still get a shirt.
You and your fucking participation.
Pass the gravy.
Having
5K,
a child has made you soft.
Pass the gravy 5K for a cure non-finisher, and just put that. Just mark that.
That would be great if we put on a 5K and everyone like took 4 steps and then just walked off.
Or we say,
we're just gonna drink instead.
We say we have a 5K and
like
we just go to the
starting
party
point
at the
is
end.
a bar,
Yeah.
And everyone goes, okay, go. And then just nobody gets
Shoot a
up.
starting gun. Robert shoots a starting gun, leaves.
Where are we supposed
Done.
to run? Where's the path? Fucking Google it.
And then we just blame Robert. Robert left right after starting the starting gun. And he shot that off and just bounced. And he was like, you said to go. I was like, oh, you're right. I did. But I guess we couldn't finish, so we're non-finishers. I don't know. Maybe that in the store. Just put like
non-finisher.
steps, like 2 feet, and then just non-finisher. Pass the gravy 5K. No, make it a 6K.
Maybe even a non-participant.
Pass the
That guy
gravy
didn't even
6.9K. There you go. That looks efficient. But like pick like the shittiest kind of like gray that like they do on all those shirts, or just like make it a white shirt that's as like thin as possible, so it's all nips if you're not wearing an undershirt under it. Or it's always the shittiest shirts they give you.
What is it, 24.2 or something?
26.
So what if we did 26.2 and then had like a really small asterisk, and then down on like the bottom back of it, the asterisk said feet.
Didn't run.
I did 26.2 feet.
Or just it says psych.
I made it almost 10 yards.
Yeah.
And then I gave the fuck up.
What if we made a 5K and you really just have to run the distance of 5Ks?
It's 5K inches.
No, it's just like Robert prints out 5Ks, like the you'd hold up for like a pitcher. If you go to an Astros game and they strike out 5 people, then you just have to run that distance. Like, done. I did a 5K.
Each pitcher you drink is a K.
Yeah.
I
perfect.
did 5 fucking K today.
You just strike it out.
I think that's 20 beers. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I did 2K today. Oh, great for you. You ran 2,000. Yeah, sure. Why not? I didn't drink 2 pitchers of beer.
I did 12 the other night. I could do that. I could probably get to 20 if it was like a
do
goal.
It easy. I'm just saying it's a lot.
Yeah.
You were real gassy the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so non-finisher shirt idea, got that out of the way. Next, I had another question. Do you think bats think that they're birds?
Goth birds.
They're gothic birds.
They're like, look at those preppy little fucking birds singing out there. No, dude, we stay in the dark.
They're just like, we're the
cave.
intelligent birds that are not just squawking for no reason. We can use radars.
There's all these birds out in the park. No, we're going to hang out under a bridge in Austin.
You don't get us.
It's not a phase, Mom.
This is how we are.
Echolocation is my life.
I'm a submarine, but in the sky.
Ooh, sky submarine.
Sky sub. Robert, can we make a shirt about that? No? Okay.
No, I don't think it is a sky sub. No, it's a gothic bird. They're just goth birds, dude.
Yeah, but do they think that they're birds?
Ooh, hold on. Are they goths or are they vamps?
Well, are they vampire bats? Are they just regular? What if they're
So
fruit
only
bats?
vampire bats are the vamp kids?
Yeah. It's in the name.
Yeah. All the other bats are goths. Okay.
But do the bats flying around, are they like, I'm just like them?
No, because they're the dark ones.
I'm a better species of them.
They think birds are preppy. They're
Okay.
all angsty and
But they think they're birds.
I was gonna say and they listen to, but I actually don't know any goth bands.
Just go emo instead.
We're not emo, we're goth. God.
I always thought goth was just like emo, but not as cool, not as fun. It's like at least I can be sad.
No, I think goths are just more like nihilistic and they think everything's stupid and they hate everything. And emo.
First off, don't use the word nihilistic on this podcast. This isn't that kind of podcast. Right? Fucking
whereas
Freud.
Emos are just pussies that cry about everything.
What's alt then?
Alt is
sexy chicks with tattoos.
It
That's
depends
all
on,
I know.
It depends on what you're talking about, because like if you're talking alt comedy, it's just not good comedy that people were upset that people didn't think was funny. So like, I'm alt, not mainstream comedy.
Andy
I'm alt.
Kaufman was really funny.
He was.
He would live, but like that.
But he probably didn't call himself alt comedy. He just was like, I'm a comedian.
That could pull it off.
Yeah. Pee Wee Herman
Stephen
was
Wright.
kind of alt-y.
Stephen Wright, I would say, was kind of alt comedy, very deadpan and.
I always just thought goths were emos that like just dressed up. Like I was like, I listen to emo music, but I'm not gonna do all that stuff.
I feel like the goths, they don't complain as much as the emos. They just think everything sucks and is stupid.
Yeah, and the
They're
emos
like, no,
like,
everything's-
you wouldn't understand
everything-
society.
Everything's awful because that's how it is. And goths are like, why is everything awful? You know what it is? Emos are the philosophical goths. They ask why.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking nailed that one. I'm a lawyer and a goddamn
Like,
psychiatrist.
don't waste their time on me. That
That's
was
pop.
emo.
Punk.
That was emo, though.
That was punk.
But that was their emo phase.
It was punk.
I Miss You's an emo song.
I Miss You's emo as fuck.
It's so emo. You seen the video?
I miss you. Where are you? Dude, I love that music video.
Yeah, it's
It's
got
the most emo fucking
Nightmare
music
Before
video.
Christmas vibes. That's
I remember
emo
seeing the
as
music
fuck.
video and I was like, this is...
Jack Skellington was fucking an emo motherfucker. Everybody knows that.
Jack Skellington jerks off to the I Miss You music video.
He's like, they're talking about us. Sally, look. What's this? What's this? A song that's about us.
Hello there, the
Yeah.
angel from my name.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't want us to get deplatformed because it sounds exactly like
It does.
the song.
It's actually, that was Pat. That was not
I was singing. That was not.
copyrighted
Yeah, that
music.
was not a play track.
Make sure you put an asterisk. We do not own the rights to this, and it was not anybody else's music. It's ours.
Hey, who sings that song?
Blink-182.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that
It's
way.
Pat.
That's what Robert was trying to
Yeah,
set up.
Pat.
But it's Pat. What
Pat
else?
sings that song.
What else did it? Ooh, I was seeing, I can't remember what college it was. I want to say it was Michigan State got a new locker room. Maybe not. I don't know who it was. Some college got a new locker room where they do the reveal, and the guy's like, "Oh shit, they got foot baths in here. What the fuck? I got an iPad that's attached to my locker, and it's got LED lights. It's got my name on it. This is sick." And then I saw, I think it was our mayor was talking to firefighters at the fire station, and they got the little lockers behind them that are all the grates that are closed. Why don't we just do a locker room redo that way for firefighters? That would be sick.
Because the only profit that firefighters bring in is the calendar, and I don't think that makes as much money as football.
Sell some calendars, boys. Like, how funny would it be to you go to a fire station and it's just like they have the chair that like reclines back into the locker. They've got like the sink that you can pull out of your locker to shave or whatever. It's got like the neon fire station logo on everybody's locker with their name. Like the plate is slid in there. They need to do that. That'd be sick.
I don't know. Maybe chicks just aren't as horny for firefighters as they used to be.
Maybe not. I think they are, or else they wouldn't be buying calendars, right?
That's the thing. Are they buying calendars? They can't afford the nice lockers. If they were buying the calendars, they would have all these nice things. I see a lot of horny chicks online. I feel like they need to go back to buying the... Also, people don't buy calendars anymore. You've got to... That's what it is. Phones killed calendars.
I buy calendars. Calendar.
I don't. I
And
get
then-
gifted calendar every year.
Melissa Hyde gives us
Yes.
a calendar. I use that one, but
Sweary
then I
birds.
also buy one to use for other stuff too. I like having the calendar in my apartment. For a wedding gift, somebody gave us a big like plastic dry erase calendar. I fucking love setting that up. Oh, what we got this weekend? This is what we got.
See, I like the phone calendar just because it'll pull information from my phone and put it in there.
Because you
that
don't
I didn't
update
know.
anything.
No, but that's... How do you think I knew, by the way? Once again, happy birthday. How do you think I knew it was your birthday the other day? Phone calendar told
I
me.
have that for Robert's birthday.
I also realized it like 2 days before when I saw it, and I was like, oh, you and my dad have the same birthday.
Oh, really?
But my thought wasn't that. My first thought was, oh, Dad's birthday's in 2 days. Weird. He has the same one as Alex. That's how my brain went.
Yeah.
So one of my siblings, I got my normal, hey, it's Dad's birthday text, and I was like, I was fucking on it this year.
I knew
I was
that
already
shit.
all over that. First
I
thing
knew
I did
that
when I woke
shit.
up, I called Dad.
Fun little hack is like just if you know somebody's birthday or don't know somebody's birthday but want to be like the good friend that does that, you just like mark it in your calendar, but then set the notification to be like, hey, notify me an hour before, and then it sends you the notification. You're like, hey, dude, I was about to nod off to bed, but I just want to wish you an early happy birthday, bro. Like, thanks, man. Alex texted me at 11:50. Yeah, I know. So
See,
I'm
if
there
you did
and
that
I
to me,
care.
I would be like, it's not my birthday.
And I always tell you guys on Facebook, if you're friends with people on Facebook, you go and you see that it's their birthday, then you text them first, and then you write it on Facebook.
I used to check Facebook birthdays every day.
That's how I unfriend people now.
I don't get on Facebook. Half
you
the time I'm
can't.
logged out of it
I was
anyway.
going to say you probably can't.
But
now.
like I'll randomly check it and it'll be fine. But that's what I used to go through there. If we were friends, I would send you a happy birthday message. If we were actually friends, text message.
Yeah. If I have your number, I'll text you.
The only people I'll call a happy birthday is like my parents. My best friend, I would be like, happy birthday, what time are you drinking?
Yep. Where was I? Firefighters?
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny to have like an NFL style locker room that firefighters have.
That'd be sick as
You
shit.
pull into the fire station because it's usually like right where the truck is, and it's just like carpeted.
I also assume they would probably rather spend that money on fire equipment. That's usually where it goes. You think
Make it fireproof.
Think the poles are cheap?
Make it fireproof, bro. Make the locker room fireproof.
That'd be cool if they made their pole like a swirly pole that you could slide
It's
down.
got neon lights on it. It changes colors depending on the season.
Or like as
Red
they
if
slide
there's a fire.
down it like lights up just around them.
Yeah. Or no, remember those little electric balls that you could like win at Dave and Buster's, where like you put your hand on the ball and it would like all the lightning stuff would go to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Do that, but it's a pole, so it just follows you all the way down.
What do they call those? Like Tesla coils or something?
Robert, could we make a shirt that does that on it? Like where you touch the chest and then it, like the lightning is all over your. Can we make a shirt like that?
The technology might be a few years away, but we'll get on it.
All
Start
right,
developing
just-
R&D
okay.
now.
All right, stay on it.
What if we just before we sent the shirts out, we washed them a bunch of times and did not put a dryer sheet in there, so they're all super staticky. So it seemed like it was that.
Or we put like a knob on it, and then you just pull it around and it looks like the lightning's going wherever your hand is.
Ooh.
It was TC Tuggers. I think you should leave bit. But
Yeah.
that was really so you could pull out your shirt.
I always thought it
Just
was a
move
good
it up
idea.
a little bit.
Let me just show off the midriff a little bit, get a little air.
Yeah.
All right, back down.
All right. So that was another idea I had, and then vanity license plates. I've seen a couple of them today. I just saw one that said Tootle, and was like, all right, that's tight. And then I saw another one that said Amalfi, and I don't know if that means that they like to go to the Amalfi Coast. I don't know if that means their last name is Amalfi, but I like vanity license plates. Where I don't know what this means. Toodles, I just assume that you're British.
I saw one the other day, and it was the douchiest license plate I've ever seen. It just said "Bad Chad."
Kind of awesome.
It was on a Tesla. I was
Okay.
like, this guy's a fucking douche.
But I want, like, if you're listening or watching this right now, at Past the Gray Pod on the X, hit us up, send us a picture of these license plates. I want to just start ranking license plates. How many?
Hell yes.
How many letters? Is it 7 letters or 7 new numbers?
Something like that.
7 digits.
What's the word? Symbols, maybe?
We can just give it however many, like out of 7, 1 out of 7. That'll be our ranking. However many digits you can put, that's how many we can give it. We'll be like, that's a 1, not a good one. I give that a 1 digit out of 7 on those. So Toodles, I'm gonna give it. That's a 4. Because I think you're British and I never forget. All
I'd
right.
give Toodles a 7, dude. That is a great custom license.
Yeah,
plate.
I was thinking like 6.
It's kind of like they're saying bye.
Yeah, was it a fast car?
It was a convertible.
So yeah, that's what it was. It's like he'll go a little bit slow in front of you, and then bam, he hits the gas, Toodles, and he's gone.
Okay. All right. Amalfi, what do you give it? 1 out of 7.
A 1.
Yeah.
That's pretentious and douchey as shit.
Because, like, yeah, it's like, are you bragging about going to the Amalfi Coast? But if it's your last name, like, I don't know. I don't know the difference.
No, if your last name is Amalfi, get out of here. That's not a real last name.
On a Saab.
She's like, this is my car. You think when he's in Amalfi, he's got a car that says like Houston on the license plate?
H-Town.
America.
That'd be sick.
That would be a sick
USA would be. That's a 7.
USA is a definite 7.
How many digits can you have on a license plate?
I think it's like 7, but I don't know. Is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think a
different?
standard one is 7, but yeah, custom.
I think
ones,
customs can go a little bit more. They're not much more though. There's
yeah,
not much
they
room.
They can do more or less.
On license plate.
What would your custom plate say?
6 to 7. I used to really want to get one, and I had like written up all the stuff, but then I realized like you have to pay like monthly to have it.
Oh, it's monthly.
Or I think maybe like that's part of the payment plan. You could do monthly, or you
Oh.
could just pay it all as a lump sum. But I wanted to just get when it just said GEE Men on it. I thought it'd be funny for the Giants. But then I was like,
So original.
I don't know. I was in Texas. No one had that one. Somebody had G Men, just like the letter G, but GEE was funny. But yeah, I just didn't do that. Probably a good decision.
I wonder if I can get one that says "Hey, stupid." Because I do that at people all the time at work. I say, "Hey, stupid," and when they look, I go, "Ha, ha, 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 you're stupid." So everyone who
That's
looks at
more
my
than 7
license plate,
characters.
yeah, but like maybe it would fit.
You
Hi,
probably
stupid.
do. Yeah, HEY, maybe STPD.
Too fast for you. I always like doing that on any racing game. on Grand Theft Auto, I was too fast for you.
2L 2Q. Too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit's good.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Vanity plates, though. Please start sending those to us.
Drank.
Just DRA.
Drank.
But vanity plates are, it's always interesting to see like what people get on those. So send us those and we'll just start ranking them because we're very good at ranking things. Everybody knows that.
We might even just have to start like a comprehensive ranking list.
Yeah, we'll start. Robert, keep a list of that. It's
Like
Power
whoever
Rank.
sends in the first one, that's number one,
Power
just
Rank
by
that.
default.
Yeah. Toodles
Moves
is
up and
right now
down from
number
there.
1. Amalfi's last.
I mean, it's 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah, it's heated. heated. And then we'll have license plate of the year.
You know what? I'm gonna add Bad Chat in there. I don't know if I hate that one more than Amalfi.
But remind me, Robert, add for the gravies. We have license plate of the year.
I mean, that should be the license plate. Great gravy.
GRAV. Yeah, if somebody gets a pass the gravy one, PSS
PTG.
DAGRVY. Just GARVEEEE.
To get a gravy tech one, that'd be sick.
That'd be sick. That would be sick. Just throwing ideas out there. Those are cool. All right. What else? What'd you guys bring in?
Oh, I had the Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay.
That the future of Star Wars is bright again until they hire someone new that we can all hate.
So the dark side of the Force is gone.
Yeah, so this is like her reign was like the original trilogy. The Empire was in power. We just blew up the Death Star. The second one. So now we got a few good years until the First Order takes over.
They've kind of had Star Wars on. I don't remember what channel it is, but it's been running back and forth. Like, I think it's Freeform had it, and I was like, I'll tune in here and there when I'm doing stuff. I gotta tell you, the Republic sucks. Like, they are really shitty at keeping things together.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let government get too big.
It's kind of like
Then you got to deal with trade federations.
you're just like, I get that you're fighting back. I get your cause is good.
Notions are causing problems.
But like, come on, man, they're building another Death Star. What the fuck? You gotta stop letting them build Death Stars. And like, why do you keep building Death Stars, Kylo? What are you fucking doing?
The Republic was gone by then. The plans were in place.
They're all the
before
same
Republic
thing,
was
dude.
dissolved.
Like, oh no, bad guy, good guy. The good guys fucking suck at like being good guys in power once they're in power. They're like, no.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
But they
They had
don't,
too much
though.
power.
They just
the
let other
Jedi
people take
became
over.
blind to the dark side of the Force growing. Even Yoda couldn't see it, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yoda really dropped the ball on that.
Yoda dropped the ball so hard and does not get enough flack for it.
And kind of a coward for just running off to a plane. He's like, I'm going to hang in swamp, I do.
Well, I mean, he was old.
He's a Jedi. He can fly, bro.
He can't fly.
He can do everything.
He can tumble through the air.
Okay, same thing. Do
A
that.
little cool flippy. Yeah, but at that point, he was 900 years old. He couldn't jump anymore. He was old.
He could definitely.
He got old.
Use the Force and channel your inner Force. You can just Force ghost yourself, bro.
Those last 20 years on Dagobah really fucking aged him.
And then they're just like,
It's
hey,
like the presidency.
like this kids movie, this movie that we're gonna aim at kids to watch. Like, also we just suicide ourselves and then watch everybody go do stuff like Luke Skywalker does.
Hey, let's add the character Jar Jar Binks because kids will like him. What else is going to be in the movie? Senate debates.
Yeah, kids also fucking love those. Although the Senate looked cool.
Because E.T. was in there.
It kind of was. But yeah, Star Wars, I guess.
Yeah.
Robert, did you bring anything in?
When are we going to start going in on chickens?
What do you
I
mean?
hear they're not
Like
expensive.
going in on like buying them together or
Yeah.
going in like roasting them?
No, like
Like
buying
let's go
them.
in on them.
I hear they're not expensive.
We
Yeah,
could
but you
steal them.
I don't have anywhere to put them. I mean, I
You
guess
have
I
a
could.
yard.
Yeah,
but
you do have a yard.
I do, but I'm not gonna.
But you have a yard.
I actually have a shed out back too. I could put
That's
them in there.
perfect.
There you go.
You have a coop.
Can we get fighting chickens so I can train it to
We can get
take out my sister's dog?
2 fighting chickens.
Okay.
The rest we need to have egg laying hens, right?
Yeah.
Hens. And then we'll have little Jerry, and then Cocky. We'll name him that because that's the South Carolina Gamecocks mascot.
Lil Jerry and Cocky. Okay.
Those are the only 2 fighting rooster names I know.
Yeah. Well, actually, if we're gonna have a fighting rooster, it has to be Gallo del Cielo. That's my one rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. But
It's a Mexican fighting rooster from a song.
okay. Well, then we'll Gallo de Solo.
Gallo de Cielo.
All right, I'm not gonna get that right at all.
Pico de Gallo.
Pico de Gallo.
He was a warrior born in heaven, so
All
the
right,
legends say.
we can have 4.
Ooh, that's it. That's it. It'll be
Pico.
Gallo del Cielo and Pico de Gallo.
We'll just call him Pico.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Pico and Paco would be really funny.
We're gonna get a bunch of fighting chickens.
Okay, so we have 5.
Are we gonna
We're at
start
5.
fighting chickens?
Okay, no,
We're not
no.
getting- we're not getting
we need,
I'm not trying to
we
get
need
Michael
egg.
Vick over here, guys.
We need egg. No, we're not like.
We can train them to be ninjas, though.
Yeah,
fucking
just
chicken
home security,
assassins.
and occasionally they have a fight club that we don't talk about.
I don't
It's
even
not
know
our
what you're
business.
I don't even know what you're
not our
talking about.
business. You know what they do at night is not our business. If I somehow
They're
procure money
free-range
from it,
chickens.
not my business.
They get to do what they want. They're free range.
Your Honor, they were free range. I freed them. They asked me for a ride. I took them to where they asked me. They're free chickens.
I didn't know they were going to kill all the neighborhood
They
cats.
didn't have to come back. They came back every time. They loved me.
Cox love me.
Did I put a razor blade on their talon? Yes.
It was for
They asked me to. It's a free country.
it was protection from the neighborhood cats.
Yeah. Cats don't like birds. They're birds.
Fact.
Excuse me for giving my pet protection. The fuck?
So,
But yeah.
how much were eggs at the grocery store that made you think about this?
No, I think I like where he's going, though.
I was just like, I'm tired of paying for eggs.
I do eat eggs every day.
Eggs are great.
It's bad for your cholesterol. I don't
It
know
is
if you know
bad.
that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a little
Don't,
bit.
Yeah.
In 5 years, they'll be like, actually, it's good cholesterol. Dude, just ride it out. You'll be fine.
They do change it a lot.
Every 5 years, they change what's bad and what's good.
My wife's parents, when they lived in Grand Prairie, Texas, had they had a couple of chickens. I think they had 4 chickens, and they didn't know the difference of they couldn't tell the difference, so they just called them all Helen. So they just called them the Helens, and these huskies got out in the neighborhood, and they didn't have a fenced-in yard, and they put them in like a little chicken run where it's like it's basically like a hamster wheel for chickens, and they could go and fuck around on the yard, and the huskies flipped it over and killed all of them. So then they didn't have chickens anymore. But they don't lay as many eggs as you think.
I
Like
hear it's
sometimes
like
you
about
just
one
get
per day.
Yeah, sometimes you get like one a day, but sometimes you get like one every couple days.
Yeah, but
sometimes
if-
you get like one every 4 days.
But
That's what
if
we're
you
getting
have like
for.
5 or 6
Yeah.
chickens, good.
How many can you fit in your shed?
I could probably fit like 20 chickens in there, honestly.
All right. We're going to get 20 chickens. If you would like to invest, this is a great investment opportunity. Hit us up at Pasture Pod. What else do you need for chickens? Hay? Do you have any foxes
Chicken
in your
feed.
You have any foxes in the neighborhood?
Not that I'm aware of. There's cats, though. That's why we have the fighters.
We'll have
Yeah.
the roosters.
My buddy had some years ago out when he lived out in Brookshire, and fucking bobcats. Ripped them up.
Bobcats, sons of bitches.
Yeah, they're fast little buggers.
I hear they kill Aggies.
They do.
That's what I've heard.
Especially when the Aggies think they're number one. You should know from your history, you will never be number
All
one.
right, so you're in charge of procuring chickens, and whatever Robert gets, you have to store.
Why am I in charge? I thought I was in charge of storing them. Now I got to
Robert's
get
in
them and
charge.
store 'em?
Robert's in charge of procuring them. You're in charge of storing them. I will market the eggs.
You don't have a backyard?
I don't have a backyard.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're the only one that has a house. Or Robert's at a house.
You
because
put
it's
them in your
duplex.
house.
Not gonna put
You
You
gotta
have a
have a spare room.
downstairs. You have a downstairs neighbor, and your neighbor's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck? What is all these chicken feet sounds?"
Big, yeah, but if you're cool, we'll give you eggs. That's what you tell your neighbors.
No, because then we're selling the eggs. That's the whole point. We can't be giving
Oh,
away.
we're selling the eggs? I thought we were just getting eggs for ourselves.
Well, are we?
Well, me for ourselves, and then left over. Well,
And
profit.
then, all right, if you're listening,
Any
or
left over, we'll barter with.
if you
You can't tax the barter system.
It's true. And if you're watching this or listening to this, just take a break real fast and don't listen to what I'm about to tell the guys. What if we just painted a couple of them gold and then tried to tell people that we had like gold egg laying chickens, and then we can sell them for like triple the price?
That will 100% work.
Yeah, there's no downside in that.
There's a lot of dumb people.
These are more eggy than the rest of them. Some of them have 2 yolks.
Call them Trump eggs.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think.
They're gold as shit.
You can be a citizen, too, for just $5 million.
Call them Donald Cluck.
These are the eggs on the way to citizenship. Fuck, dude, that's a great marketing ploy. That's a great marketing ploy.
Call them Freedom Eggs.
Hey, send that to KTRH. Send that clip to KTRH. They'll love it. They'll probably run it on the socials. Let Michael Berry know. All right. Before we go,
Before we go
into the next segment, I meant, I really liked Syrup Sucker last week, and I know that we did not beat Canada. We're not talking about that game. That was the All-Star game. Whatever. Cool, Canada. You won the All-Star game. Fuck you. But calling Canadians Syrup Suckers was one of the highlights of my week because it just felt so good to do that every single time. I want to come up with more insults. So I tasked you guys with coming up with some new insults. These are new insults that we're trying out this year, and I'm really excited about these. So we're about to come up with some new insults, and we're going to try these out on our friends or people we don't like and just see how they go. But I feel like some of these are probably going to take off. What you got, Pat?
First one, you couldn't get love from a puppy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That kind of cuts deep. You're like, a puppy wouldn't love me? Puppies love everything.
Puppies love everything.
They love everything, but loud noises, they don't. But most things, puppies love.
Yeah, they just want to crawl on you and give you kisses.
Yeah.
Not you.
You can get love from a puppy's a really good one.
That's a good one. I also had Robert will like this one. You're a base hit short of a single.
Oh, okay.
I was proud of that one.
Base hit short of yeah, so I had one similar to that. You're a chicken short of an egg. Like, you know what? Yeah, you got an idea there, but you're a chicken short of the egg. What does that mean? It means there's nothing there.
That's a good one.
You have an idea, but you don't have an idea.
I had a March Madness edition one.
Okay.
Too, 'cause that's coming up. You'd be an underdog as a 1 seed. Only the sports people will understand.
I do like
one,
that.
but
I do like that.
Yeah.
I
also
like that
had
a lot.
If I gave you blue and yellow, you couldn't make green. I was on fire last night.
That is a good one. That is a good one. I had glass jar. It's just somebody that can't keep secrets. Fucking glass jar.
Ooh, that's a good
you're
one.
You're gonna break right away. Somebody's gonna ask you a question. You're gonna break, and you give me all my secrets up. You can't trust anybody. That's a glass jar.
That's a good one.
I also had call the chef, which is basically just like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. Call the chef. Call the fucking chef, dude. I don't fucking care.
That would be great.
What are you going to do? Fucking picky motherfucker. Call the fucking chef.
You're arguing with someone in the middle. You just yell, call the chef. They're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. But like when somebody's just arguing with you or they're not making it, call the chef. Good.
I'm going to need you to use that in the TikTok comments this week when inevitably the young people call us stupid.
Yes. Yes. And everybody please go help us with TikTok. We got to fight the youths. There is a guy now that's regularly dropping the making podcast equipment more fun. Like real original idea, dude. I noticed that you have nothing that you post. You're just a commenter. I create. You don't.
That guy's a chicken short of an egg.
He's a chicken short of a fucking egg is exactly what he is. You know what he might be? A bubblegum bee. Bubblegum bees are just people that, like, they're stupid and they won't admit when they're wrong because if a bee was trying to pollinate bubblegum and it's not a flower and you're like, hey, bee, you're not going to get any fucking honey out of this. And the bee's like, no, fuck you. I'm still doing this. I'm still going to pollinate this bubblegum. He's a fucking bubblegum bee. So when you're just wrong and you won't admit that you're wrong, you're a fucking bubblegum bee. Don't be a bubblegum bee.
That was ridiculous and I love it.
A triple B.
I also had... if you went to a childhood cancer ward, they'd try to cheer you up. You're fucking everything about you is sad.
Yeah.
Even the cancer kids feel bad for you.
Dick, you'd be the Make-A-Wish situation in the Make-A-Wish situation that you were trying to throw for someone else.
You walk in there and some kid with no hair looks at you and goes, hey, buddy.
It's like a comedian's comedian. You're a Make-A-Wish's Make-A-Wish.
The kids are trying to Patch Adams you.
I had grab a fucking sponge. This guy's just messy. Steve Smith, grab a fucking sponge. This guy, I mean, maybe you're at the restaurant. Grab a fucking sponge. Somebody spills something. You grab one there. You get in a little messy situation. Grab a sponge, bro. You're a little too deep into debt with the mob. Grab a fucking sponge. This guy is going to need it.
Fucking lock it up, bud.
Yep. Lock it up. What else you got?
Let's see. What else did I write down here? Strippers wouldn't even be nice to you.
That's good.
If I needed Chili's, you'd be Applebee's.
Yeah. That's really mean.
Be like, yeah, dude,
That's really mean.
You fucking missed the mark.
Calling somebody Mowgli, just you're a feral motherfucker, dude. You animal. Were you raised by wolves? Like, why do you acting like that? You got to settle the fuck down, Mowgli.
I immediately thought of one person. Who do you think it is?
Mowgli from the Jungle Book?
No. One person we know.
Who?
Former godfather of the podcast, Curtis Chafin.
Curtis, yeah.
He's fucking Mowgli.
He's gotten a lot better, but he went through some Mowgli phase.
most feral person I've ever known. Also had Luca trade has more support than you. It's like fucking nobody likes you, bud.
Nobody does. But LA might like you.
Yeah.
You got to go to LA to get love.
This one's a little topical too. This is my last one. It was they asked the Pope to bless you, and he decided to die instead.
I had one last one too.
That would hopefully by the time this comes, or I guess not hopefully. That sounds kind of
Yeah.
bad, but
You
if he's
rooting?
dead by the time this comes out, that'll make a lot more sense. But
As a Notre Dame
just
alum
dying.
and devout Catholic, you should be rooting for the Pope.
hey, I use humor to cope.
Okay. Well, shout out to the Pope. Pope
Francis, yes,
Nailed it. Pope Frank.
Pope Frankie.
Frankie. Pope Frankie, although he's Argentinian, which might mean German.
We're gonna need a new pope soon.
Pope Frankie Ocho. He's a cardinal spider
He'll have to choose a
of
new
the
name,
Waste
though.
Management
What
Company.
would he change his name to?
No, he'd be Pope.
You got to choose a pope name.
No, because you have to have like popes are also like numbered too. So like Pope Frankie Ocho. That's perfect.
Wait, isn't this? So we just said Pope Francis.
Pope Francis Vicente Ocho the Third or the
He
Eighth.
he just skips Francis.
He just right to
just go, Pope Francis the Eighth.
Pope Francis Vicente.
What happened to 2 through 7? They didn't
Ocho.
exist. He's a pope. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's in charge. Like he talked to God, and God said it was tight.
He's the freaking pope.
He took all 8 legs, went up to the Lord. The Lord said, "It's fine. Hey, don't worry. Forget about it.
I got 8 new pillars of the Catholic Church.
Look, God, it'd be a real shame if you didn't let me name myself whatever I wanted to." And God's like, "All right, dude, you're in charge now."
I'd vote for Pope Frankie Ocho.
Last insult that we can try out that I came up with is just ShamWow. We're calling someone a ShamWower, and that just means like you seem like a guy that would beat up a hooker because like you seem like a real scumbag that first off gets hookers and secondly just beats up hookers.
All right, ShamWow.
Because that was what I think was it Vince was the ShamWow
Vince
guy,
something, yeah.
and he got arrested for beating up a hooker. So don't be a Vince unless you're playing Grand Theft Auto, and that's only
gotta get your
because
money
it's a
back.
video game. It's a video game, but like I was a ShamWower when I played Grand Theft Auto. Don't be a ShamWower in real life. Rudy Giuliani, ShamWow guy, a little bit
Is it?
on Borat. On Borat, he was. On Borat, he was. But yeah, those are some insults. New insults just dropped. Babe. New insults just dropped. Let's try them out. That's what you got to do. Try those out. Let us know how they go. All right. What else do we have?
Try them on some syrup suckers.
Try them on the fucking syrup suckers. They're not going to be too cool about it. They also, my mentions were pretty brutal all weekend. I did not mute conversations because I'm a man.
You got to wear it.
I take my licks.
Congrats on the All-Star game, guys.
Yeah, but also like you live in Canada.
Glad we had to be missing our best defenseman for you to beat us.
Yeah, we had excuses built in, but oh, cool, you lost an aggregate. I don't know. You ever seen soccer? This was the Champions League. You ain't advancing, buddy. 'Cause we beat them by 2. They beat us by 1. If you look at that, we beat them by 1 overall.
So really,
Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's tell you guys about the best place to shop, the best spot to shop. You know what's coming up next holiday? St. Patty's Day. And you're going to want to wear your green or you're going to get pinched. I know Robert can't even see the color green, and he is the first guy every St. Patty's Day, which is weird because he's like, what color are you wearing? This is white and this is blue, and he's like, pinch. You don't. How do you know? You can't even tell. And he's like, you told me. That's what Robert does. Robert is the first guy that'll pinch you on St. Patrick's Day if you're not wearing green. So all you got to do to avoid that situation happening is head to PassTheGravyMerch.com and get your Irish I Was Listening to Pass the Gravy shirt. It's awesome. It's got the PTG logo in a clover. You can also get the PTG Irish Dad hat. It's a white hat with the clover and the logo in it. Pretty dope. Right after St. Patty's Day, a couple weeks after that, it's April Fool's somewhere. It is April Fool's somewhere at all times. Why can't you just fool around with your friends? You can fool your friends any day of the year. It's April Fool's somewhere. Let everybody know with this dope-ass shirt. We got the PTG Wolfpack tee. You can check that one out. You can also get the sticker with that, the regular PTG logo, hat, and T-shirt. We got the PTG Icy shirts. We got the sticker sets that you can get. Put them on your computer. Put them on your cards. Put them on your friends. Put them on your friends' things. Put them on your house. Put them on whatever you want to do. Put them anywhere. Put them anywhere. We got the PTG tie-dye hats, the PTG logo shorts that, it is getting short season. Short season's coming around. That cold weather's going away. Groundhog said it's gonna get warm soon. Get the PTG logo shorts. I was giving my daughter a bath, and you kind of have to change when you're doing that because she splashes around now. And I was like, PTG logo shorts. That's the way to go.
Get yourself a PTG poncho.
PTG poncho. Hey Robert, can we make ponchos? You think we can? You think we can do that?
We'll see about that.
Okay. All right.
Splash deterrent.
But yeah, PassTheGravyMerch.com helps us keep the lights on, helps us keep Robert around. If you like what you see, if you like what you're listening to, PassTheGravyMerch.com. We don't ever ask you to pay us for any like subscriptions or anything like that. We're never going to be behind a paywall. When we have live events, we don't ever charge a cover. All we ask is that if you want to support the pod, get some cool shit for it too. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Send us a picture of you. We'll put it on a Gravy Day post. We'll post you. We'll give you a shout out on the podcast. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Our first comeback kid this week is Yeti Coolers. I don't know why, but Yeti Coolers was mentioned and if I know we're recording this on Wednesday, so if you follow the world of sports, you probably saw Steve Smith Sr., former Panther and Raven was outed as being a cucker. He's a cucker.
Not the cucky.
Not the cucky, the cucker. He is a Cocker Spaniel, as they call him. That's a new one. Like you seem like a guy that's gonna cheat on somebody that has a wife. That's what.
Yeah, he was fucking a married woman.
It's a Cocker Spaniel. But Yeti Coolers was this guy tagged. I'm trying to pull it up. Let me see.
I just assumed there was a bunch of random tags in there. Of course, you tag AB because you're like AB is gonna get this out there.
Yeah.
As well, you gotta do it. But what was it? I think Shady Rays were in there. I just assumed it was everybody that's been a sponsor of him. Is what I assumed, but I haven't seen anything about that being true. I think this guy was just kind of manic and going through it and just started tagging.
Yeah, he basically was like, my wife has been cheating on me with ex-NFL wide receiver Steve Smith, TaylorMade, and then 4 other brands were tagged. NFL Network was tagged. The Ravens were tagged. The Panthers were tagged. And then, Yeti Coolers, who still have not responded to...
Their silence is definite.
It says a lot. Is Yeti pro cuck?
I think so. The official cooler of cucks everywhere.
Of hot wives everywhere.
Because if you're going to sit there and watch your wife get banged, you're going to want a cold beverage.
That would be a really funny commercial if that's the way they go. That would be genius marketing. But yeah, he screenshotted some stuff, so he got his wife's phone and screenshot it and then sent it to himself. And Robert, do you want to read them to the group?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even have them up.
So it's just basically things like she's saying, "So now you're teasing me. You look stunning. About to go to work, getting a little chuck," or that's what he's saying to her, getting a little chunky, and that's him sending a picture of himself. And then she's talking about gagging on him. He's talking about blowing in her. She's saying he's going to rearrange her IUD. All those things. And, yeah, we don't really have to get too far into it, but you get it. It was a couple that's sexting. And she was part of, the Ravens band. And he said later on that she licked his wife's butt, I believe, is what Steve Smith said yesterday, the day before that, retorting that. So it looks like his wife was aware of this, and he thought it was maybe it was a threesome thing that was going on, and he was just texting her on the side. Either way, if your girl does this, Robert, as you find out about it, is your first move to go to tell everybody online that a professional athlete just fucked your girl?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I would probably be pretty quiet about that. Also, I'd be very mad. I would have some words. I wouldn't ShamWow the wife.
What if it was Eli Manning?
If it was Eli Manning, I'd still be fucking pissed. I'm like, you're my favorite athlete of all time. How could you do this?
They say don't meet your heroes. What they really should say is don't let your wife meet your heroes.
Don't let your wife fuck your heroes. Yeah, that's what they do say. That's a new one they say. Brand new one. At least this guy wasn't being a bubblegum bee. He was pretty upfront about it. He's like, "Yeah, this is a situation I got. We had to call him, and he should call, get him a sponge. Should get this guy a fucking sponge. Probably clean up his wife too. But
She probably needs a sponge.
yeah, but that was a weird. Like I had kind of been off the grid a little bit, just wasn't really on my phone all weekend, and then Sunday night checked it, and was like, "What the fuck?" That was all it was, and so that was an interesting turn of events. It was a slow sports weekend, and
The internet answered.
the internet did answer.
we
The internet did answer.
needed it bad, and they stepped up.
But Yeti coolers, what do you have to say for yourselves?
Take a stand.
Or put an ad out. Do something.
Maybe lean into it, like I said.
Do something. You got to do something.
It's shameful behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy, you know what this dude is, though? He's a glass jar. Because he's telling all the secrets. He can't, I mean, he's rightfully mad, but he's spilling all of his own secrets now. They're like, hey, my wife fucked Steve Smith. What the fuck?
Can you imagine you're just like, you know them, and you're getting on Facebook one night, and you just start, and you're like, you're the first guy that saw it. You're like, what now? Do you like that post? Or do you comment? Sorry, bro.
He's not a Hall of Famer yet, is he?
Steve Smith?
I don't think he got in yet.
No, but he will be.
Well, that could be forever.
I mean,
Seeing this year's class.
people will forget about this in 3 weeks.
I hope.
Also, there's worse people in the Hall of Fame.
Was O.J. Simpson in the Hall of Fame?
Pretty sure OJ's in the Hall of Fame.
What's worse, fellas? Allegedly double murdering people, or which you were found innocent of in a court of law, or fucking someone's wife that was in the band of the team you played on. Pretty close, if you ask me.
I mean, I'm sure people are going to say it anyway. I mean, Brett Favre's in the Hall of Fame.
Brett Favre is in the Hall of
And
Fame.
he got caught in a similar situation, plus some other situations since then.
You know what? Say all you want about OJ, but Steve Smith never rushed for 2,000 yards in a 14-game season.
That's true. Peyton Manning's in the Hall of Fame. He hit a bunch of kids with footballs.
Yeah, he did. True.
Eli would never.
Maybe his brother's paying for his brother's sins.
Eli tried to hit the kids with footballs and he missed.
No,
Hey-o.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Stop it. Okay. Also back this week is emergency contacts. Have y'all seen the trend that everybody's doing? It's like y'all aren't on the TikTok. I gotta tell you guys what the youths are doing. I'm trying to watch this.
Yeah,
stuff
let me
to
know
stay
about
young.
the youths.
So emergency contact is like, I can't believe this is my emergency contact. And it's like somebody doing something silly, or like your husband dancing in the pool, but it's like the reflection of the pool makes it look like his body's on one side and the head's on the other side. It's like, this is my emergency contact. Or
I did see one video of that.
yeah,
Okay, it makes sense now more than that it's a trend.
your husband trying to play with a bear that he found at the forest while they're camping. It's like, this is my emergency contact. Just somebody doing something stupid. And then a bunch of people that aren't like that funny figured out the trend. We're like, I want to do it too. And it's just like, oh no, this is my emergency contact. And the guy's just like running around the room like, look at this guy. That guy?
So it's like a shitty version of the Harlem Shake.
Kind of. But the funny ones are really funny. The not funny ones, you're like, all right.
Like a funny one would be like, this is my emergency contact, and then you cut to a video of making your wife laugh so hard that she pees.
No, we need to start making really bad ones. Maybe that'll be. I'm gonna start getting you guys to do certain, like, just do like at the restaurant, just like drop a spoon. I'm like, this is our emergency contact. What?
Emma should do one and like set it up. And then just put in any clip from this show.
Yeah.
Just any fucking clip.
Well, somebody had tweeted. She was showing me it, but somebody had tweeted.
This is my emergency contact. Are cows boomerangs?
They were like, I can't be trusted with guns because I would use them for bits. And we all know that bits are funnier if the gun's loaded. And somebody's like, this is my emergency contact. And
Who
it's like,
said that? Alec Baldwin?
No. I did see he yelled at a guy that was like a Trump impersonator. And was like, I pardon you for the murder. And he was like, if this camera wasn't in my face right now, I'd snap your fucking neck right fucking now and break your fucking neck.
Yeah, like that. He's not the guy to because he's crazy enough. He'll fucking hit you.
Or shoot you.
Well, I don't think they let him have guns anymore.
They just blame it on the prop guy.
All future guns for him will be CGI'd in. Just for safety.
He's got to have the wooden gun from the other guys.
He'd probably still
just to whip you with it. He whips you with it. But emergency contacts are back. Let's do something wacky. Do something wacky and be like, oh, this is my emergency contact. Everybody send us your worst emergency contact videos and we'll make a montage.
I don't have a video, but I can do that and then clip in the photo where my dad's sitting next to my uncle and his balls hanging out the bottom of his shorts.
Yeah, like there was some that were just like,
I don't know if I can post that one on Instagram.
Probably not.
I'll do it on Twitter. Everything
Twitter,
goes on Twitter. I see 5 murders a day on Twitter.
Everything happens there on X. But yeah, like it'll be like the dad or the husband will be like sleeping on a couch. They're like, this is my emergency contact.
Like, yeah, dads like to take naps on couches.
It seems like a safe thing to do.
It's like one of the top 3 defining characteristics of a dad is the afternoon nap.
Yeah, but emergency contacts are back. So it's been on TikTok, I guess, recently. Then that means you'll see it on Instagram in like
a week
or two.
Yeah.
And then you're like, remember when
all
Alex
the
told
real
us about
funny
this?
content is coming out on it.
That is what I've been seeing a lot. And then the dude that plays piano and walks away when people sing. That's my favorite part.
God, it's so good.
It's not. It probably shouldn't be as funny as it is, but I laugh at every single one of them.
Just anytime you get to watch someone get embarrassed who thinks they're the main character, it's great. Because that's
you
what
know
all
what?
of them are.
This guy playing piano in public, I should sing along with him.
He would really enjoy if I came up and started singing and took some of his spotlight.
And he's like, nope, I'm out. But yeah, emergency contacts, shout out. And then also back this week, report cards. The
NFL released their annual, or it's the NFLPA. They give a report card to every team upon different categories. There's treatment of families, food dining, nutritionist, head coach, locker room, all that kind of stuff. One of the main ones that stuck out to me was from your New York Giants.
Okay.
They share a stadium with the New York Jets, do they not?
They do. MetLife Stadium.
Why did the Giants get a C- for the locker room and the Jets got a D+? It's the same fucking locker room.
Well,
it's the same exact locker room.
It's actually not the same locker room. They have their own locker rooms.
But it's all of the players of the league from the NFLPA voting in on it. So I guess I thought they do go on opposing side locker rooms, don't they? They don't share a locker room?
Though they have them on like the same home side, but then like, if they play, you have to go to the visitor locker room if you're the away team.
When's the last time they played?
Preseason every year.
So yeah, one game a year. Other than that, they do share a locker room.
Every 4 years sometimes.
So they do share a locker room though.
They don't like the Giants locker room when the Giants are not in it is not the Jets locker room.
Oh, it's not.
They have like have you been to the NRG Stadium? Have you been to like the locker rooms?
Not many years.
There, like
no, I'm not fucking
all
access.
Like in high school football, like if you played at NRG, you would play in. They would have other locker rooms. Like there's a rodeo locker room. I told you guys about that in my situation story a couple weeks ago. Like there's a rodeo locker room, but that's not the Texans locker room. And then there's like 4 or 5 other locker rooms that like are for other things.
Okay. Well, thank you for educating.
Like if it's a shared, like I would imagine the Rams and the Chargers have the same thing where it's the same locker room setup maybe, but it's not the exact same. Because then like where do you put your shit? If you wanted to go work out at the facility, you would have to be able to go work out at the facility and you go to your locker. So they keep that stuff. But I also think like maybe it's locker room culture. Maybe the Giants' locker room culture was better.
Ooh, are they talking about culture?
The Jets' locker room culture? Because I would say so, because they didn't fire their coach in the beginning of the season and then have a drug addict quarterback try and just hold the whole team hostage and bring
drug
in
enthusiast quarterback.
He's not your quarterback anymore. You can say these things.
I still love him.
You can say these things.
I still love Brett Favre.
Quarterback that's tripping balls.
He played for the fucking Vikings.
Yeah. But your quarterback is just tripping balls, being like, bring in Devontae Adams and bring in this and bring in this and do this. Like, turns out people might not like that.
Also, I wonder if this vote happened after they let him go, because apparently a lot of the players were angry they're not re-signing Aaron. The players want him. Yeah. What was their defensive tackle? He, after the news came out, he just tweeted out a thumbs down.
A thumbs.
He just tweeted thumbs down, and then the head coach got asked about it, which is what you got to love about media in 2025. Hey, your player tweeted a thumbs down.
That seems bad.
Are you really asking me about a fucking tweet?
Yep, they were.
But, yeah, hey, you know what? At least your team did not have the lowest rated owner, so you got to be happy about that, I guess.
The Jets were the worst, though, right?
Yes, they had an F.
Fuck yeah, that makes me happy.
I think there was one other team with an F for the owner. Nope, just a couple D pluses. And also, it's bullshit. They show the Packers have a rating for owner. We don't have an owner. Well, I guess I got an A-.
What is their rating?
A-.
A-.
So I guess I'm doing a great job because I'm an owner. I'm a great owner.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones got a B, which is just a fucking absurd.
Well,
but yeah, if you got to check it out,
they're
it's
probably
fun.
afraid of him.
You know, I'm already starting to miss football, so this is a nice little. They trickle it out well. Beginning of the week, you get excited because it's combine week, but nothing happens till the end of the week. So they drop this, give you a little taste. I think tomorrow they start doing drills on the field, so it'll give me something to watch in the morning. I'm already getting jacked back up for football.
I'm not. I'm just gonna take a little vacation from football for a little bit, and it's like normally I'd be like, "Oh, cool, baseball," but I'm not ready for baseball either. But Alex,
you were just in the World Series.
Your team was in the World Series. I don't fucking care. I was so mad. I didn't watch the end of the World Series. I didn't watch the final games of the World Series because I was that fucking pissed at the dumb shit that our dumb manager that just got repaid to sign up again, that doesn't know how to manage a bullpen worth shit, is going to fucking do the same shit again. Like, yeah, cool. When you pay a bunch of money, you can get a bunch of good guys that are going to get you in the postseason, but they're not going to win you anything.
Yeah, but you guys can have beards now.
Yeah, well, beards are back because that's really...
Yeah, I mean...
That's our next...
Just absolutely shameful by the Yankees. You don't stand for tradition. You don't have any morals anymore. You're just going to let these guys run around looking all fucking bearded.
No, they do stand for tradition.
Apparently not.
Well, they have some other...
Hopefully that means that they'll get rid of the uniforms. The pinstripes will suck.
Stop.
Those are the worst.
It's the best uniform in sports.
Is Nestor Cortez going to grow a beard, or is he still going to have that stupid...
He's on the Brewers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's not even... Man, it's crazy how every time you guys get a good pitcher, then all of a sudden he sucks very quickly. You got to get rid of him.
He was good.
Nestor Cortez, he said, we were the better team.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Fucking pitch to Freddie Freeman again.
Nestor
bitch.
Cortez just Jabba Chamberlain.
Get this guy a fucking sponge. This guy a fucking sponge, you bubblegum bee bitch.
But yeah,
not on my team anymore.
Yeah, you guys. It's because you guys have no leadership.
No, it's Devin Williams. Shout out Devin Williams. He was just like, "Hey, I have this beard."
Yeah,
They're
you
like,
guys caved to a free agent signing.
No, he was a trade, part of the Nestor Cortez deal.
Okay, a trade
Jeez,
signing.
This guy acts like he knows baseball. Doesn't know fucking
puck
anything.
season. It's puck season.
Doesn't know anything. I somehow learned all.
George would never. George would be rolling over in his grave.
I think he probably would.
George would straight up fire his sons if he was still alive right now.
Oh, George would have done. I just wish. Oh, George would do so many things differently. We'd be better.
You want beards? Get the fuck out of my office.
Just doing. I like when people do Larry David as George Steinbrenner.
Because nobody remembers.
That's not what. Yeah, he didn't sound like that
He
ever.
didn't at all.
It wasn't even close. But it's funny when people think that that's what George Steinbrenner sounded like. No, but we would have won the World Series last year. We would have got all the Japanese players. We would have gotten all the good signings, and he would have just fired. Like, I don't know if Boone would be our manager, but he would have been fired and then rehired like 3 times already by now.
Think about it this way: he did love
that. Was a cool thing that George did. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. You're fired.
Billy Martin, you're fired. 24 hours later.
Hey, Billy.
All right, we're bringing
Billy. All right, look, we got another guy, but he sucked, so we brought you back. You know what? Fuck you. You're fired.
Think about it this way, okay? You know how guys put eye black underneath their eyes because it'll like help block out and they can see better. Maybe, we don't know. Maybe Judge is going to have a really dark beard. So next time there's a line drive to center, maybe it'll take some of the light away and he can actually see the ball and not drop it in the World Series.
Shut up. Stop saying that. He's better now.
Bregman went deep.
This is why I don't care. This is why I don't care. Yeah, well, your other team let him get away. How dare you?
My team let him go to my other team. I'm happy as fuck.
You have 2 teams. If you have 2 teams, you don't have one. If you have 2 teams, you don't have one. You fucking
feels like I have 2.
Bandwagoner. They're not gonna do shit this year.
It will be super frustrating though. For the first time in like 6 years, Bregman gets off to a hot start.
I hope so.
God damn it, you couldn't do this.
I hope he also isn't good this year too. At the
will
same
be.
time, I hope he's just good enough to piss you off one way.
He's gonna fucking take Garrett Cole deep.
Does it make you mad that Pat has 2 teams, Robert?
No.
Why?
No,
Does it worry you that, as a Yankees fan, that one of the cornerstone pieces from the team that has absolutely owned you in the postseason for the last 5 years went to your division rival, and he's going to teach them how to own you in the postseason?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not even a little worried?
Nope.
Everything's going to be fine?
Not worried about the
Nope,
Red
everything's
Sox.
not gonna be fine?
Also, I don't care. I fucking do not care about the Yankees. Do not care. I love them, but I hate them so much.
You sound like all of my Cowboys friends.
I hate
right
them
now. It's
so much. But the Cowboys weren't good.
They were in the 90s.
Yeah. But like the Yankees were good last year.
They weren't that good. They lost.
The second best team in baseball.
Yeah, it's first loser.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that, so I'm out on him right now.
Paid $1 billion to a guy that can't catch a fly ball.
He can catch most of them. He catches.
You let your good player.
He catches
go
more than he
across
doesn't.
town.
I don't even know who you're talking about. I forgot about Juan Soto. Who the fuck is that guy? What a loser.
Did you see that clip? Some dude is like, I guess he's a streamer, and he's watching the preseason game, and he's a Yankees fan. He's like, Soto's gonna suck. He ain't gonna do. Oh shit! First at bat home run.
Wow,
he took a deep. He's like, no, this is not happening.
Run.
No.
Real cool, dude. Fucking shut the fuck up.
It has been nice though, just seeing the grass out there, flipping on like middle of the day. Some just bullshit spring training games are going on. You're like, ball and grass.
No,
that looks good.
I just follow online. I'm in hockey season. I've been in hockey mode.
Fucking the league is so scared of the Astros. They made us play 2 games simultaneously the other day.
They do that every year.
I've never seen it.
I've covered the Astros.
Bro, there's no such thing as a split squad day. Like,
I think they're doing it again in 2 weeks. I think it's the Phillies, I want to say.
Haven't heard of any other teams doing it.
Yeah, neither have I. The new thing they're doing, I guess. Spring training is the time to try out new rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's a culture thing with the Astros. We'll take anyone anytime, and we don't change who we are. I mean, the Yankees change who they are.
Well,
so
now
maybe that's why you guys can't put it all together anymore.
They're only playing New York when they win now, which I think they should have only been doing.
So more tradition that you guys are taking out. Jesus.
Well, now you don't lose in here. New York,
Yankees
New York. Although I think it was Liza Minnelli or whoever, we played the lady version of it for when they lost, which was kind of fitting. Where you're like, haha, girls. But girls can play ball too. Don't forget, everybody. I'm a girl dad. That was just a joke. Just a joke. Girls can play just as good or better. Oh, by the way, how have we made it this far? Made it an hour in. Shout out Diana Taurasi, the GOAT. The GOAT before the GOAT, who's Caitlin Clark. She retired. Part of the 18th Amendments. My 2-time champion. She was on one of them the first year.
Wait, it's the middle of the season.
Well,
is it not?
No.
I see basketball clips all the. I just saw an Angel Reese getting stuffed at the rim.
That was the 3-on-3 one that everybody watches.
Oh yeah.
You don't watch the 3-on-3 ladies tournament, dude? Fucking this.
No,
guy.
I really all I've seen of it is highlights of like Angel Reese clapping in people's faces, and then fouling them because she can't defend them.
She has a Burger King meal though. That's cool.
Yeah, did you see all the clips of guys like trying to put their cups in the thing and just missing?
No, but I kind of want to now.
She's
just with her cereal. Like, I got my Angel Reese cereal. They throw it in the cart and just miss.
They try and pour it in the bowl and they're just missing the counter
Just
completely.
keep grabbing it. I got 15 rebounds.
Cool. Took you 45 shots.
We're not anti-WNBA or more pro-MNBA. We are just pro-Caitlin Clark. So in the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry, we're Team Caitlin all the time. And then Diana was
we're
kind
Katie Cats. That's what we call
Kate
ourselves.
Cats. Kate Cats.
I like Katie Cats.
She's not.
We call her Katie because we're so close.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Robert, can we make sure to say Katie Cats? It's just got Caitlin Clark on it. And she's standing slightly above Diana Taurasi. But yeah, Diana Taurasi, one of the GOATs, all-time leading WNBA scorer and all-time three-point hitter and 6-time gold medalist and 3-time champion and 2-time league MVP, 2-time championship MVP. Look at me knowing stats. It's right off the dome right there.
Stats guy.
That's a 2-time WNBA fantasy league champion right there.
Was she your fantasy league MVP?
She was not.
Team player.
Brianna Stewart was.
She was the 6th woman on your team.
Brianna Stewart was both years. I got her both years. Fucking idiots in my league. Fucking random idiots that probably didn't really draft their team, but
they don't know.
I did. 18th Amendments knows what's up. I'm going to run it back again this year. Got to go for the three-peat, build a dynasty. Like, it's hard? No, not at all.
It is if you ask the Chiefs.
I have literally played. I have literally played 2 WNBA fantasy seasons. Won them both. I basically am the WNBA.
You should get a belt.
Yeah. Okay. Can we make sure to say 2-time WNBA champions, but like really small font. It says fantasy champions.
2-time WNBA fantasy champions.
Well, like it says WNBA asterisk, but then like champions, and so people are like, "Oh, what? What team is that?" It's like, "Oh, the 18th Amendments."
It's a fucking great name.
Oh, you don't know what the 18th Amendment is? Huh? Interesting. Guess you're not an ally. You must have been the patriarchy.
I might have to join that league this year.
No. My league.
No,
It's my league.
you're just scared of getting taken down by Title IX. That's gonna be my team name.
Oh fuck. The Title Nines. It's between the 18s and the 9s, baby.
What if I win 9 in a row too? Title IX going for Title IX.
You know, it's only better than winning 9 in a row. It's 18 in a row. It's double that.
That's true.
Got you there.
Well, in 16 years, I hope you're going for it, buddy.
Fuck, dude. I might, bro.
It's like the end of Caitlin Clark's career. You're still playing WNBA.
Haven't lost a championship since.
Haven't played another person yet, but
Yeah, does it help that no one changes their lineup in the league? Yeah. I also don't very often change my lineup.
that would be hilarious if you had like 116 transactions and the rest of the league had like 3 combined.
None. There's just none at all. It's like fantasy baseball. That's why I can't do fantasy baseball, because
too
you
much.
gotta change it too much. You're like, oh fuck, I have a team, and I'm the guy that I hate when you play fantasy football. Hey bro, you didn't edit your lineup, and now somebody's gonna make the playoffs over me because you didn't have a kicker or a tight end
It's
or a
unacceptable
defense
behavior.
playing this week. We do that. You get two strikes, and then you're out, and you're out of the league. And we've done it mid-season. We're like, we replaced you. Sorry, bro. Anyways, no one cares. But shout out to the 18th Amendment's and Diana Taurasi. And then we were talking about beards because the Yankees are getting rid of their no beard policy, probably for Devin Williams. But because we're talking about beards, we got to bring back mock draft season. It is week 3 of mock draft season, and we're going to do mock draft of dudes with beards to, the Yankees change in culture. We're going to get into a part of that. These are going to be, I would imagine most of them are probably not Yankees since they haven't had a ton of guys with beards. But I don't know if their hair policy's changed. I kind of hope the hair policy changes. But I don't care. Either way. Andrew McCutchen had to cut his dreads to be on the Yanks. Johnny Damon won a championship with the Yanks when he did that. So like sometimes it works. We've seen it happen before. But mock draft season, if you're new here, mock draft season is right when football season ends. All you see, and you're seeing it at the combine right now, like, who could go first? Could it be Abdul Carter from Penn State, or are the Titans going to trade? Maybe they'll take Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. Who knows? And then everybody just puts a mock draft together, how they think the draft goes. All it takes is one team to take somebody that was a surprise, and it fucks up everything. But I do look at multiple mock drafts a day. I would be crazy if I told you I would be lying to you, and I'm not lying to you. So I'm telling you that I do watch mock drafts every day, but it's only fun if your team's drafting high enough to really look at that. We do mock drafts after the Super Bowl's over until the draft in April. I believe Robert calculated it. We have 11 weeks of this, so we're on week 3 of 11. And we have a punishment. Didn't we have a punishment? We were talking about a punishment.
I think we were talking about one. We didn't decide on anything. But we'll figure that out later.
We'll figure it out. Loser has to host the chickens. You have to store the chickens. Done. All right, that's it. That's our punishment.
I don't hate that one.
That's our punishment. Means last place, fewest wins has to do that. So this week we're doing a mock draft of dudes with beards. Last week's results on the mock draft of SNL sketches, I was first with 50% of the vote. Pat had 33% of the vote, and Robert had 17% of the vote. We're going to go in reverse order of last week's finish. On the season, Robert and I both have 1 win. Pat has none. It's still early.
I don't know why you had to bring that up.
Still early. I'm trying to let people know. This week's draft order is going to go Robert, Pat, me, Pat, Robert, Robert, Pat, me, Pat, Robert, since it's a snake draft. Mock draft of dudes with beards. Let's go. Robert, 1-1. Who you got?
1-1, I'm going Santa Claus.
It's a really good one.
Ooh.
Really good one. All right.
I figured that would be taken pretty high. All right, 2 overall. Taking my boy JC, dog. Jesus Christ. Robert just left the first overall pick on the board for me. Of course I'm going to take him.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to go... I was hoping that one of those would fall to me, but I absolutely understand that.
Hoping one hand shit in
I
the other.
I know. I'm going to go with... Abraham Lincoln and Blackbeard, the pirate, known for his beard.
What color was it?
Black.
Oh, that never clicked for me before. Okay. Second overall, I mean, the most iconic beards and all. Can I take all of ZZ Top? It's all the same beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way, because I mean, if I say Billy Gibbons, then you have to put
That's
ZZ
what
Top in
I wrote.
parentheses.
ZZ Top beard.
So ZZ Top,
I mean, I'm not going to let you see my list.
the most iconic beards in rock and roll. Yeah. I believe you.
I wrote ZZ
don't
Top
have
and
to
then in
show me,
parentheses said Billy Gibbons if just one.
Yeah. So Billy Gibbons.
All right. 2 here, Robert.
All right. Now this is where the game begins.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Whoa. Robert's about to go off the wall.
You guys, I hope you guys let this through. I'm gonna go me with a Dallas Keuchel beard.
All right.
You're a that was a damn good look for you.
Yeah, me with a Dallas Keuchel beard.
I wouldn't recommend flying with that beard on. You might get a TSA check, but
Okay.
Okay, that's
That's your second pick. You got your third pick here.
all right. My third pick. Me with a money beard.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Back to you, Pat. Did you have either of those on your big board?
I did not.
Okay. Steals.
There's a couple to go from here. I think I'm going to have to go with Gandalf. Gandalf had a great beard.
Gandalf was a good one. Gandalf's beard is pretty solid.
It's a sick beard. I could never. Mine's too curly.
I'm going to go the other one, Dumbledore. And then I'm going to take Billy Mays.
Damn it. Billy Mays was about to be my fourth.
Billy Mays.
Such a
Billy
great
Mays
beard.
had such a well-kept one.
Oh, it
He
was
was definitely
just
coloring it
gorgeous.
at some point, but it was an absolute fire beard. So I got Dumbledore as my third and Billy Mays as my last pick. Back to you.
This is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult. God, that would have been. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I
say that
think you
one for
would've
honorable
you would've
mentions. I don't know if I
finished.
can say that one.
Us off if you had Billy Mays.
All right, number 4, Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump's beard was great.
All right, that's good. It's a good one. I was that for Halloween one year.
Robert,
Last pick. Wrap it up.
what beard are you wearing in this one?
All right. This one is another one you guys might veto. It's pirate themed as well.
Okay.
The guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, the
Captain Jack Sparrow?
Octopus.
Oh, Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
I'll allow it because I was thinking about that one too. That was, yeah, I will allow that. Davy Jones with his squid beard.
That's still a beard, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Not allowing it would just be anti-sea creature discrimination.
I think so too. All right, that's our mock draft of dudes with beards. We'll get to the honorable mentions here in a second, but to recap it, Robert had Santa Claus, Robert with a Dallas Keuchel beard, Robert with a money beard, and then Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's a winner.
It's a pretty strong list. Pat had Jesus, ZZ Top, Gandalf, and Forrest Gump. And I had Abraham Lincoln, Blackbeard, Dumbledore, and Billy Mays.
Little Blackbeard fact. I don't know if you knew this. He used to put like wicks in his beard, so when they would like attack other ships and everything, he would light them. So he had like fire going off in his beard to intimidate other pirates.
That is pretty intimidating.
That's fucking metal as shit.
I wouldn't fuck with that guy. All right. Honorable mentions. I took Dumbledore, so I couldn't take Hagrid, but Hagrid would have been another Harry Potter character you could have gone with. There's a lot of Harry Potter ones. Mr. T.
Mr. T, Leonardo da Vinci had a long one.
Grizzly Adams.
Karl Marx.
I had Fidel Castro as one. I really was considering taking him, but just anti-dictator.
It's a strong beard. I don't think he's gonna. LeBron. LeBron's got a strong beard, but also fuck LeBron. You know?
Yeah, he's not gonna. I'm not gonna pick LeBron. Jack Black. Really
Any
good beard
Civil
guy.
War general.
Yeah,
That has to go in honorable mentions because I don't think I could have taken it
yeah.
in there.
Obi-Wan.
Schnauzers.
Schnauzers are good. Weezy's
Now when they get little dog beards.
Weezy has a
it's
cool
so
beard.
cute.
I was gonna go with Alex Beard
Yeah,
when he had the beard several years ago.
yeah.
Women married to gay men.
Okay.
Classic beard.
That's a beard for sure.
Problematic beard. Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. I didn't put him on my list.
He wasn't on my list, but he was he was on the
You
periphery.
think about it, a guy with beards. He could have done a lot of damage in that list.
What was the dad from West Coast Choppers?
Mm-hmm.
Paul Tuttle.
The guy
Paul
from the
Tuttle.
meme, yeah.
Yeah, with the Fu Manchu beard. Oh, so good.
James Harden, Ryan
He was
Fitzpatrick,
the beard.
Bill Walton, Kimbo Slice, Obi-Wan, Ricky Williams, Brian Wilson, one of the best baseball
Oh
beards.
God, that was a great baseball beard.
I had bearded dragons, John Lennon. Then I just named a bunch of musicians: John Lennon, Tom Petty, Chris Stapleton, Jerry Garcia, Charles Manson, not a musician, Phil Collins.
I don't think of Charles Manson with the beard though. I still think of his clean-shaven face when I picture him.
Okay, well, he did have a crazy beard,
He did.
so that's why I didn't pick him. Also,
There's
he's
two Mansons.
yeah.
The bearded lady. That would have been a good one for Robert.
Would have played. Well, but it's dudes with beards. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Everybody knows that. We don't discriminate here. Mankind, wrestler, and then Rick Rubin, the music producer, because he's got a wild beard. Am I forgetting anybody? No.
I think we covered. I
that
said
was
Karl
pretty good.
Marx. I think
Yeah.
he had a crazy beard.
So yeah, pretty good. Also, would I have been vetoed if after Jesus I had taken God?
I thought about going Jesus and God 1 too, but I was like little pandery at that point.
Yeah, trying to get the religious crowd.
And then some people would be like, well, technically Jesus and God, and then other people would be like, technically not really. And we just don't want to get into that.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll post the graphic on Thursday this week.
Vote like you love
and
Jesus.
We'll post it around 3:00. You have until 5:00 Friday to vote.
I totally forgot to vote on the last one.
Yeah.
By the time I remembered, it was already over.
I saw
was
a
like,
couple of
shit.
people said that they tried to vote. Their hand hit the wrong thing. and
Oh,
that
so
they
that was
voted
probably
the wrong
like 3 or
person.
4 more votes for me. It would have been even.
Yeah,
I probably would have won.
Probably. So yeah, be careful on that. But
Watch your fat fingers.
we do
guys.
post it to Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms, and you can go comment on it. You can say your vote on that, but the vote that counts is on X at PassGaryPod. We'll bookmark it, or we'll pin it to the top and go vote. After you see the graphic, just scroll down to the poll, vote right there, and that will determine our winner. X is the only way we tabulate the votes. But that's our mock draft of dudes with beards. All right, next up, we got the not cool segment. There's a lot of things in life that are not cool, and that's what we're about to bitch about here in a second. But one thing that will always be cool is a Little M Shop air freshener, the best air fresheners on the planet. I put one in my car a couple weeks ago. My car still smells fresh to death. That's the kind I got. I got the fresh to death floral one, pretty sick. It's kind of like a throwback 70s, 80s vibe. You can also get the Out of This World one. You can get the Little Ice scent with that. You can get the Miami Beach Rad one, which looks like it's from Saved by the Bell. If you spend $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping on your order. And if you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout, you're going to get 10% off. So you get free shipping and 10% off when you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com. They don't just have air fresheners. You go for the air fresheners. You stay for the custom keychains, the digital print, the compact mirrors, the stickers, all kinds of awesome things. It's the #1 place on the internet for your retro-inspired tchotchkes. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off of your order at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, let's start with some listener or viewer submitted not cools. All you got to do if you have a not cool, if you stub your toe, that's not cool. If you get run over by a bus, also not cool. There's varying degrees of them. This is a little vent sesh that we get. We may not get to every single one each week, but we're going to try and get through as many of them as we can. Use the hashtag PTG not cool to @PassGaryPod on X, and that's how we find them, @PassGaryPod. Hashtag PTG not cool to make sure that we see them on the X. Our first one comes from David Ruiz at David_Ruiz90 on Twitter. And he says, one of my students knocked down my work laptop, and this is the end result. And it's just a broken laptop So he knocked it down, broke it. He says, I'm now waiting for a replacement. Does the kid fail the class? Do you fail the kid?
I think you give him an option. Fail or corporal punishment. Bring out the paddle.
Yeah.
Bring back old school teaching.
Or get his parents like buy like a sick laptop, maybe.
I mean, it's
I
covered.
want a MacBook.
I'm sure it's covered by the district. They
But
gotta
like,
do
I
it
want
anyway,
a cool
but, like,
one.
But then, yeah, all your work was saved on there. You got to save new passwords.
And like,
You
if
don't
you
have it for a couple days.
if you have a company computer these days, like, hold on, I was complaining because every time you try and do anything here, you have to like do a 2-factor authentication. I get that they're being safe, but let me tell you how many 2-factor authentications I had today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2-factor authentications I had to do today at work.
Jesus.
Alone.
I'd quit.
I had to do yesterday.
do it.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 or 9 the last 2 days I've had, and I mean I get it. We're safe, but I would imagine at a school you also got to do that. And it's like anytime you disconnect from the Wi-Fi, your computer screen blanks out. You got to do it again. Anytime you try and get, you do it to get into the computer so you can use it. Then you got to do it to get to your email because you logged in there, but then you got a 2-factor authentication to do all that. So then you got to do all that shit again to get back in there. You got to get all your new login credentials, like you just said. That's a pain in the ass. It was probably. I mean, I get it was an accident, but like you got to give that kid some shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta fuck. What grade does he teach?
One of them.
1 of 12.
I would
13,
say
guess.
I don't think it's kindergarten. I don't think it's first.
I think it is elementary though, right?
So 2nd through 12th grade he might teach. One of those.
Yeah, I mean you gotta fuck with the kid, but at that age they might be a crier.
Yep.
Also, was it a boy or a girl? If it's a boy, you can fuck with them. Girls, little girls, you
Yeah.
cry. Little boys might cry too. Little girls are more leaning towards the cry.
When he did, you gotta tell him to get a fucking sponge, dude. This guy a fucking sponge. Your computer's a glass jar. This kid's a fucking problem.
Just tell that kid, be like, I'm bringing in a typewriter, and you're gonna have to type everything I say in class for my notes.
Yeah,
just to fuck with him.
make him be like a court transcriber.
You don't actually do it, but you just gotta put a little fear in him.
Yep.
Yeah, scare the child.
That's what I like.
Hopefully, IT will relog into all your shit.
I would
for you.
imagine they do, but still, I get you.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
T's and P's, bro. This is Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on X, and he says his not cool is the truck with the giant trailer that took up a bunch of parking spots in my crowded gym parking lot when they could have just parked in a giant open area next door. And so he sent a picture of it. Robert, if you have it on X, just throw it up there. But it was like the trailer like that's carrying other cars. So it had like 3 cars on the back of it, and it had just taken up like 5 spots. And like I get that you can't just like have that hanging out there, but you gotta be like, hey, bro, maybe I don't go to the gym with the fucking trailer on the truck. Right.
And like you said, there's an open area right next door.
You could have just gone there, but
Well, you're
now
taking up
you're
gym
fighting.
parking.
You're taking people's and people are weird about their gym parking.
I would have taken it as a sign and been like, no gym today, let's go get ice cream.
That was what I would have also done, but that is a solid not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Solid not cool, Alex. So
Just trying your better self, and now I gotta go get ice cream.
Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P on X says his not cool is I wasn't paying attention and I let the fire go out while my grill was cooking.
Oh, Mikey, I hope there was no other dads around, because you'll lose dad points.
Or I mean, now we're gonna have to tell you lose dad points. But I give him. You know what? I'm blessing you with some more dad points. Now that as a father, like I get to give out dad points. Like you guys don't understand this. Like I am a father, and like until you become a father, you just don't understand. Like you see another dad in turmoil, and you are just empathetic towards those dads. Like you may not feel that way, Pat and Robert, but like I, as a father, I understand what it feels like to feel for other fathers.
As a father, can you give out dad points to people who aren't fathers?
If I want to.
If you want to.
They're my dad points, you know?
Yeah.
Is that like a fear that unlocks when you have a child, though? Of like, maybe you guys are having a barbecue, there's other families over, you're the guy working the grill, if you let the fire go out?
Oh yeah, it's definitely like I don't want to be that guy.
You can't be that dad. Then you'll never
be
get
that
to be
dad.
grill dad again.
Then it's like, well, this joker let the fire go out last time.
They'll get you a hat that says grill dad, like girl dad, but it says grill dad, but it's X'd out because you don't get to work the grill anymore.
That would cut
Make
deep.
you wear it at all the barbecues.
That would cut deep.
That'd cut so deep. You'd lose all your dad points.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucks. And hopefully there weren't any other dads there.
Yeah, hopefully
But-
there's no other spectators outside
I mean,
of
we've
your
had
family.
Mikey's pork candy. We've put Mike's meat in our mouth before,
Mike's meat.
and it
is
was
fucking
delicious.
succulent.
I sometimes I stay up late at night and I think about Mike's pork candy.
When I close my eyes,
I just wish
and
you'd put
think
that
about
meat
Mike's
in my
meat,
mouth.
waterworks.
I
in my mouth.
only want it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Only
I
want it in my
I get so wet in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Salivating for his meat. But T's and P's, brother. And I'm sure whatever you ended up making was bomb. Sure, whatever you were cooking was bomb. Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713 on X says, his not cool is work cutting my hours because it's slow. I haven't worked 40 hours or less in years, and I need at least 50 hours a week to survive. That's the problem in this society, guys. People are working 50-hour jobs, and they're fucking struggling to get along, and that's what pisses me off the most out of all this shit that you see going on. People shouldn't be struggling to work 40 hours a week and then be struggling to pay rent or mortgages and shit like that. Like that pisses me off, and I know Josh is one of the good ones, and he doesn't bitch about it all the time. He just puts his head down, goes out there, grinds it out for his family, and then tries to make shit work. And now they're fucking with him. And T's and P's, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you in on the chicken business.
I was about to say, maybe get some chickens, cut down on the egg cost.
Get in on the chicken business, bro. Go in with us. We'll name a tree. We'll name a chicken tree. Chick tree.
We'll just put all the chickens up in the tree.
No, we'll just name the chicken. Will be named tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. Tree, get over here, you little fucker.
All of our investors can name a chicken.
Ooh, I like that.
Besides Pico and Paco.
And Gallo del Cielo.
and Lil Jerry.
Little Jerry.
But those are the roosters.
Yeah.
But you can also pay to get. Oh no, we can't get more roosters. Then that's a problem.
Yeah, we got to keep the ratio sick.
Because there's 4 corners of your shed.
You got to have at least 3 hens or a rooster, man. Got to have that sick ratio.
There's 4 corners of your shed. So we have to have 4 roosters man in the corners. They're a bodyguard.
Unless we just let them all go up in the tree. Let them be.
No, we don't have a tree.
I got a tree in my backyard.
No, but is that where your shed is?
It's next to the shed. We can
Like
have
a
some
little,
tree.
little walk.
The roosters can sleep in the tree. The hens need to be in the shed. They're protected in there. The roosters, they
true.
can fare for
Okay.
themselves.
Well, we got to have a couple of them guarding the doors.
Well, yeah, they can jump. See the tree, it's a tree.
Yeah.
So it's tall. They can aerial view. Anything comes near the front, bam, dive bomb.
Can we build a crow's nest or a rooster's nest, if I may?
For sure.
All right.
Call the tree the nest.
It's like a pirate flag, but it's a chicken skull
Hell yeah.
and chicken bones. That'd be cool. Robert, can we make a
That'd be a good name for one of the roosters,
Think
too.
we could-
Bones.
Can we make it? Oh, that'd be, but only investors can name it that, though. Robert, do you think we could make a shirt that's got like a chicken pirate flag?
Pirate chicken.
Really thin buns, really small thin buns.
Eye patch.
Chicken with an eye patch.
Ooh. What would it have on its shoulder? Wouldn't be a parrot.
An egg.
It's just a skeleton baby chicken on his shoulder.
And yeah. That'd
It's just an egg with an eye patch.
That'd
That's
get
what's on his shoulder.
get him talking for sure.
A peg egg.
T's and P's, Josh. That fucking sucks, man. And I hope it gets better for you, bud.
Love you, buddy.
Who wants to go first with our not cools?
I will. I got a couple. One of them was just I had to go to pick up some booze for the restaurant the other day, and I pull into the specs, and there's the first parking spot that the guy was mostly in. It was a truck, but he was about 6 inches over the line into the second parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I'm not going to park in that one. I park in the third. I go inside and I come out. Some asshole had taken his car and wedged it between us into that second spot. But in order to do so, he had to wedge it so close that I couldn't open my door. Like, literally, if I opened my door, I don't think it could have opened more than 2 inches.
You got a classic
Obviously, I'm a little bit wider than 2 inches.
tad bit.
The car's running, and there's someone in the passenger seat. I'm like, hey. I'm like trying to wave at him to be like, move the fucking car.
Was it a kid?
So I can get it. I couldn't really see, and it was really tinted.
So it's a kid,
and they
then-
kind of seemed like they were passed out, to be honest. But I was like,
On
so then I
drugs.
had to go in, and I have a Corolla. It's comfortable enough driving.
Great
But when I
family
have to
vehicle.
climb in through the passenger side. I had literally had to like climb in, put my right knee on the passenger seat, tuck this leg up to my chest, pull it up, put it over into the driver's side, lean over, then take this leg and like tuck it and like pull my foot inside to then get. It took me 2 minutes to crawl into my fucking car.
That is some bullshit.
Did
you knock on the door?
No, because I waved, and like I said, they kind of seemed like they're passed out.
Knock and be like, move the fucking car, man. What did you guys do? What did you think you were doing?
But like, how fast did you think you were going to be in the store that I was able to pick up my wholesale order, fill out the forms, and come out? Like my car was already parked there
at that time.
I was so fucking angry. Part of me was like, I hope I hit this car backing out. Still be their fault. They're in my parking space.
You should have backed out with your like key, or taking like your house key and just backed out.
Well, after I backed out, what I should have done is parked right behind them, and then just put my balls on the passenger side.
And then go sit well, you should have sat in your passenger seat again, and then just like been like, oh, sorry. Sorry, does it suck that you can't go anywhere now? That fucking blows.
Yeah, it's really. I did have to get back to work though, so couldn't really be petty like that. And my other not cool.
Should put glue in the key.
Was I've had like 5 people in the last 2 days at work ask what's wrong with my face because I woke up with like a bug bite. Yeah, just the first question I got was, "Did your girlfriend beat you?" And I was like, "No, I'm not dating a Latino."
Bold
right
of you
now.
to think I am dating.
That one too. But yeah, it's just been super. It's just there. I had a giant red spot on my face.
Yeah,
Not a lot I can do about it.
that does suck.
Yeah.
It's got to like a couple of days where it's obvious, and then it slowly subsides.
I'm hoping it'll start to subside. It wasn't really any less noticeable today. But what are you gonna do?
Facial scrub, maybe.
I mean, I soap my face in the shower. What more do you want from me?
Get a loofah, maybe.
I'm a man.
Get this guy a fucking sponge.
Sponge basically is a loofah.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Literally.
gotta be careful not to use the wrong side. Might scrape up your face.
But that exfoliates.
Ooh.
It's good. Spin zone.
Scratchy, then soft.
Yep. Robert,
Alright.
what you got?
Yeah, speaking of water, I've been dealing with very low water pressure in the bathroom sink.
You had dealt with this before, hadn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
Was it your shower, maybe, you were dealing with it? I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But yeah, the bathroom's been going on for a while. And I just couldn't take out the faucet thing, the aerator, as we plumbers call it. I'm a plumber now, by the way.
Journeyman
I
guy.
just could not take the aerator off. Like, I couldn't do it barehanded. I got like even put some gloves on to try to get better grip. Couldn't take it off. I decided I need pliers to do this. I have pliers, but they're not wide enough. So I needed to buy another pair of pliers. I did that on Sunday night. They were going to get here Monday. And I saw that they were out for delivery. Some guy named Thomas. Like, I was looking throughout the day, 8 stops away on the same street. So it'll be here in an hour or so. It never showed up. Like at 7 p.m., I saw that the guy was like 290 west, like Jersey Village, that area. He was over there. And I'm like, oh, this is not getting delivered today. It wasn't delivered that day. The next day, Tuesday, like, oh, sorry, there's a delay. We're processing it now. Oh, it'll be delivered today, Tuesday. It wasn't delivered Tuesday. And I specifically ordered these pliers because they were going to get here the next day. Like, I had a work thing to do, so I'm like, I can't go out and run out and get any. So it'll get here Monday. It'll be fine. And what I ended up doing was buying a second pair last night, and that pair has arrived. It arrived today.
Was it fucking Thomas?
No, some other.
I love how it didn't arrive online ordering, so he online ordered another one.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I would have just gone to an Ace Hardware at that point.
No, because then you're like, I'm already in it. I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I've
already
committed to not going anywhere. I want it here now,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to go acquire it now.
If you go buy the physical one, then you can just bring it right back there and return it. You don't have to online return. Which,
but
as you know,
we don't do that, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't have even online or in-person returned the second pair.
Yeah.
Hey,
And-
well, you know what? Now you can give someone pliers as a gift.
Ooh,
No,
good
I
call.
canceled. The original order never arrived, so I canceled that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, so I was able to just cancel that one. And immediately, like, I put the pliers on the aerator, gave the pressure of, like, opening a doorknob, and it twisted. I needed the right tool.
That's all it was.
I couldn't use my hands. Like I would use my
Your
hands
weak
and,
little hands can't turn the elevator.
and it would turn red like on the corners.
Yeah.
there. I'm like, I can't do it. Just a little tool, just
That's all it takes
That's all it took.
sometimes.
clean that out. Water pressure, so much water pressure. I don't even know what to do with it.
Dude, you're getting just blown back by that
Yeah.
water now. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, settle down, splashing. Grab me a sponge.
Sink's excited.
Are you happy to see me?
Gotta clean out the pipes. Yeah.
Well, at least it worked out in the end for you. I'm happy for
Yeah.
you for that. But
You're a
sorry
problem
for your
solver, though.
ordeal.
That is the worst. I'm like, you were just the guy like in the meme where you're standing by the blinds, just waiting, like, fucking, where's Thomas? Fuck's Thomas? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? That blows. All right, I have a couple. My ID expired.
How'd you let that happen?
I got older, and I don't know. When at a certain age, after you're 21, I think you don't have to do it until like every 5 years or whatever. And then, like, when was it issued? This was issued in 2019.
Got till 2030, baby.
Fuck. This was issued in 2019, so that's 6 years. I didn't fucking need to worry about it or ever even think about it. I just had this same bad boy right here. It was just like done. And I was getting a prescription filled, and the guy was cool. He's like, "Hey, I'm just wanting to let you know I'm technically not supposed to be able to do this because your ID is expired, but I know you come here enough, so like you're good." And I was like, "All right."
Federal
And he's
crime.
like, "Just bring a passport, and next time you can get it." I was like, "Gotcha." But then, like, really, they're not cool. Is just that like I have to go do the DMV thing, and I hope I can do it online, but I think that since it's expired, I may have to do it in person because I feel like you can do it if you.
It's like every other one they make
Like,
you
when
do in
was the last
person.
time you like looked at the expiration date on your ID? Everybody, do that right now.
About 56 seconds ago.
Do that right now. Look at when your ID expires. Make sure that you're not caught in that. I've had it at bars happen like before where they're like, "Hey, your ID is expired. I can't accept it." I'm like, it does. Like, hey, guess what? My ID does. It tells you how old I am. Like, this is not me operating a car. I'm not operating a car at the bar. I'm trying to buy a drink. You asked how like you need proof of how old I am. This is the proof. Like, this is it. It does not. Like, if it is expired, I am still that age.
Yeah, but you know what people do is they take their expired ones and they sell them or give them to other people.
That's why
who
they
are
snip them.
underage.
That's why they snip them. So you can't use those anymore.
But if nobody had snipped it yet,
True.
And I'm sure they always use the language valid ID.
yeah, they do.
That's bullshit, though. It's like you can clearly see this is me. I am
So
that age.
right now, is he invalid? Are you invalid
I am-
without a driving?
I'm always
driver's
invalid, but more so than ever right now. More so than ever.
I was just out here riding dirty.
My Adam the cop, I need you to give me like a get out of jail free card thing that you guys have. No,
those
it's
are-
cool. It's a get out of jail free card. This is from Monopoly, sir. Fuck, dude. What do you want me to do?
Maybe if you do get one and like
I think
keep
you just
it in
get a
your
ticket.
pocket-
Like, they don't do anything.
yeah, no,
with
it's
that.
not
Like,
much. And I think if you get your like ID renewed in a certain amount of time, the ticket goes
I would
away.
just run.
But
the
if you
cops
do
pulled
get
me
pulled over, you should give them your ID and have a get out of jail free card like attached to the back of it, like you're trying to slip them a bribe. They're just like,
Eh?
I heard this
Eh?
was a thing.
I have those challenge coins that I've gotten from people, and they're in they're in my passengers, or they're in like my glove compartment. Like, what if I just whipped out like a police one? I'm like, here you go. Like, what am I gonna do with this?
You get pulled over on the ride
Challenged.
home today, and you're like, oh, but it's Wednesday, opposite day, so that is valid.
I was thinking about the other day. It'd be funny to have the challenge flags. Which put this in the see if we can put this in the store, Robert. Challenge flags for your car. So like, if you get pulled over by a cop, and he's like, you know how fast you were going. Did you feel like you were going less fast than he said you were? You'd be like, challenge.
He's like, all right,
Red
I have
flag.
a radar. Fuck.
Well, let's go look at it. Let's go to the booth.
I have all the rights to see this footage.
After reviewing the speed, the infractor was in fact speeding. You will now be taken. Your license is taken. You'll be
Shit.
charged a timeout. You're like, what does that even mean? You're going to jail. But yeah, my ID being expired sucks. It's just when you have a chore like the DMV like over your head now, which is what I have, where that's an afternoon
Yeah,
now.
at least.
Neat chores. Now I don't get to just go home and hang out with the dog and the baby and my wife. I get to go to fucking sit at the DMV.
God forbid you can't like book an online like time and you have to just go stand in line.
Does anybody work at a DMV that's listening? Hit me up. Hit me up. Let me go in like the back door area and be like, yo, at the black market.
I mean, you were almost the
DMV.
mayor. You should be able to pull
I
some strings.
was a candidate for mayor. And you know what? On my next run for mayor, which I feel like I'm going to run it back.
Why not?
Try and run it back this time. I will vow to get firefighters NFL locker rooms. That'll be what I run on. Firefighters love politics. They'll fucking...
And women love firefighters. So
Well, I mean, I love firefighters. Firefighters rock. They fight fires, bro. And I will also do that for any police officers that let me off.
Can I be your head of Doge?
Yeah.
Local Doge?
Yeah. Sure, dude.
Hell yeah.
Robert, what do you want to do?
Communications director.
Yeah, you have to spin whatever I'd said
Yeah.
that gets people mad, but you have to spin it in a good way.
Robert's just up there at the podium. Oh, what do you think about Mayor Middleton's decision this last week?
He didn't. He didn't say they were a bitch. He was saying that they could have done things better.
I actually wasn't listening. I was getting ready to listen to a preseason Astros baseball game, so you'll
on
have to
tape
ask
delay.
him about that.
I was
Yeah,
listening
tape
to
delay.
a tape delay Astros game on the radio. All right, my other not cool is my cholesterol. Fuck, I went to the doctor last week.
Fatty.
And I have bad cholesterol. And they were like telling me all the stuff I need to do now. One of the things was cut out alcohol. Yeah, okay, dude.
Okay, Doc, what else can we do?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So... So yeah, I'm a high cholesterol guy now. Neat. And I didn't get on medicine. I was like, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna start working out harder now. I'm gonna do all this stuff. I'm gonna change the way I eat. And she's like, well, stay on the Mediterranean diet, and that's just not red meats or a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. Okay, Doc.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Alright.
going to do.
So last weekend I had steaks. I didn't know my blood results then, but now looking back, fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I've been trying to fucking just be healthy this weekend.
You know what you should do?
You know,
Just crush some fucking Cheerios, dude.
that's absolutely what I did. That is 100% what I did. I bought the little mini Cheerios, like the Cheerios things,
The
like
individual
the little cups.
cups.
I bought 5. Start of the week for breakfast every day. I come in with a Cheerios thing. I'm not putting milk or anything. I'm just sipping it like a fucking
just raw
toddler.
dogging the
Just
Cheerios?
raw dogging those Cheers, bro, because I know it lowers my cholesterol. That's what they told me as a kid. The fucking bee, not a bubblegum bee. He was a real ass bee, and he was like, "Yo, lower your cholesterol. Have some fucking Cheerios." Absolutely, what I did.
Were you doing regular or honey nut?
Regular,
There you go.
which is not the good kind.
And it's not, but
Not the good kind.
you know.
Chocolate Cheerios also fuck, but those I don't know if those are the good kind. Then Mediterranean diet, which to me means hummus. So I got hummus.
When I
That's
think
been lunch.
Mediterranean, I think Greece, and when I think Greece, I think of financial collapse. So you know what? I'm not going to listen to their fucking diet.
But they're fit as fuck if you've seen the Greeks.
They are. Aren't
Like-
you worried about getting real oily though?
I don't know. Yeah, extra virgin olive oil is that's another thing. And I bought a cookbook, Mediterranean cookbook. I'm gonna the first thing in it was Parmesan tomatoes,
Fuck yeah.
which is slicing a tomato and just putting Parmesan cheese on it. I was like, that's it? Like that's the meal? Like that sounds tight, but like that I don't want that to be the meal. That's a side. That's an appetizer before you get other stuff. I was in charge of Taco Tuesday in my household yesterday, so I did these bomb-ass tacos that were chicken tacos, and I had way too much chicken, so I'm just making salads. And I'm a salad guy now, which is...
Salads are good.
I guess.
It's kind of like corn, where then the next day you take a poop and you go, that's a leaf.
Salad. I remember you.
Hi, Mr. Spinach.
But now I'm just going to eat salads and Cheerios and hummus. That's my life now.
Hummus is fucking awesome. bro.
Hummus rocks, but like that's what I have. Like it's not. It doesn't rock when I have to eat.
Dip your
healthy.
Cheerios in hummus.
Ooh, good call. That'd
be great.
Get
If
the
you
chocolate hummus. The chocolate hummus at HEB. If you're in Texas, go to HEB. Try the chocolate hummus. I've heard that Rahil Ramzanali, friend of the pod, said to dip golden grams in it or Teddy Grahams, and I did do that. That rocked. Maybe Cheerios. That makes it a little bit better.
You should just walk around here in the morning like an absolute psycho, where instead of milk, you're putting hummus into your Cheerios. Just walking around eating it like it's
Is
nothing.
it honey
like
good
it's not
too? I
weird.
should do honey also.
Honey good. You can
Honey's-
drink tea,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I don't really
That
drink a
can't
lot
be
of
bad for your
caffeine anyways. I
cholesterol.
drink like 1 cup of coffee. I just chug that shit. But yeah,
Oh,
my
I'm way
cholesterol
above that.
is in the high level. It's like there's like the moderately high, and then it's like the next one, but then not like dangerous. So
Have you
it's
tried just like
shit.
chilling out?
That's what I'm doing. I'm eating Cheerios all the time.
What will that
now.
do? I don't know.
It
medical
leads
stuff?
to
What-
a higher risk of like heart disease and like hypertension and shit like that, and stroke. All of the things
Heart
you
attack.
don't want to happen. If it's heart, I'm like, yeah, I'll help out with it. But like, stop drinking. Okay,
Okay, but what about like
you can't.
daiquiris?
You can't tell me not to be a man, Doc. I'm a man. I do things.
You should have just looked at me like, fine, I'll just stick to a white liquor then.
Yeah,
Clear liquor.
clear liquor
that's-
doesn't count. It's basically water.
Yeah.
They told me to drink a lot of water. Beer
Clear
has
liquor
water
and
in it.
Cheerios.
Fuck. But yeah, Cheerios.
Can I get a vodka Cheerio?
Cheerios every day. They haven't gotten old yet, but I know it will. And then my kid will be eating Cheerios pretty soon, right? Then just me and her fucking, what's up?
Just gonna have little
Cheerio
snack
buddy.
baggies filled with Cheerios as far as the eye can see. Like, oh, there's for her. No, they're mine.
And these are mine. And I'll bring them in little baggies.
These are my Cheerios. She has frosted.
She has her
Flakes.
own Cheerios. She can have the honey nut ones. So yeah, I'm a cholesterol guy. Neat. I'm a cholesterolholic. I guess that's what my
Shame, couldn't be me.
was. Because you don't get blood work done.
Yeah.
That's what I thought immediately when I read this stuff.
Every pain I've ever had, I've ignored, and it's eventually gone away.
When I read my lipids panel, as they call it in the biz, in the industry, medical industry, I was just like, that's why Pat doesn't go to the doctor.
Don't
She
you
can't
zip
get
your
bad
lipid.
news. Shit.
Fucking walked right into that one.
Got me good. God damn it. But yeah, those
So
are
you
my
got a dumb heart.
medicals.
Okay.
I don't. I have cholesterol. It's dumb. Dumb fat in my veins or whatever it's fucking called. But neat.
You're clinically fat now.
No, I'm not. My BMI is not bad.
You got cholesterol,
BMI
dude.
is
You're
pretty
fat.
fucking good.
Pretty fat, dude.
No.
Look at you, you fatty.
No.
Oh, jiggle.
No. No,
Huh?
but now,
I'm gonna start calling you jelly tits.
hot seat everybody else because I'm about to get fucking super in shape. I'm gonna
You
be.
said that before, and you just started running, and like you look the same.
Yeah, I looked way better. Then I started lifting, looked way better, and then I kind of took a couple months off. It was
Because you had a baby.
November. No, I did. I was doing that through the baby because like my wife would sleep, and like when I wasn't taking care of the kid, I'd work out, and then like Thanksgiving happened, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna work out during the holidays.
Just get a treadmill in your living room.
I want to get a Peloton.
Or an
but they're
elliptical.
$1 billion. Peloton, sponsor us. Sponsor us. Come on, do it.
Do you get a discount for work?
Yeah, but a discount means it's like our work discount is just like, cool, you can get this. It means it's $5 off a $1,900 Peloton bike.
Just get a cheap bike, and then get one of those things where like it just holds the back wheels off the ground.
I want
My
the
mom used to have
Peloton
one in
one.
the garage
I
back
want
in
to
the day.
ride. I want to ride monsters. All right. I want to ride dragons.
I'm
Kuna.
sure they have YouTube classes on. You just put
That's what. Yeah.
just put an iPad on the front of the bicycle.
But then you get like into like the ones that want you to pay for the YouTube one, and you're like, look, I'm gonna just do these same 5 workouts, okay? I'm not gonna expand, all right?
What you could do is get on the bike and then put on like first person views of Rainbow Road and act like you're
Okay.
biking
That's a
around
good
Mario
idea.
Kart.
That's a good idea.
Roller
If anybody-
coasters.
Like if anybody at Peloton is listening to this, we got you. We got you for a free bike.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If I got ripped from Peloton, what an ad that would make.
It would be a great ad. Be like Jared, but the bad stuff wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Be like
You
Jared,
could hold your
except
big
I-
pants up and be like, look, and I don't touch kids.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, that good point.
Hey, me? Not pedophile.
Look, do I look like Drake? No, I didn't think so.
Let's
I
go
get
to
ripped,
answers.
And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, is that
Let's go to
Pat or is that
answers.
Johnny Sins?" Holy shit!
And we got, this is how we got demonetized. That's why there's not ads on this YouTube. All right, let's move on to the answer segment where we do the Precome segment. We ask our weird questions, we pitch our ideas, we do all that stuff. This is your opportunity to ask us any questions you want. You want parenting advice? We got one of those. You got a high thought, a business idea, anything like that. You want us to power rank stuff? We're the best at power ranking things. You want us to tell you what a color smells like, or what a number sounds like, or what a number is colored like, or whatever, anything like that, hit us up at Past Grade Pod. Relationship advice, parenting advice, medical advice. I'm a doctor basically now that I went to the doctor. All you gotta do is hit us up. We're on X at Past the Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers so we can find them. You can also email them to us, but it's easier if you just do it on X. You can email them to us though. PastGrayPod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question comes to us from an email via Rosie Scott. This is Rosie Scott's first appearance on the pod, I believe. And Rosie says, if a chronic liar tells you that he is a chronic liar, do you believe him?
I think you already do. Because you probably already know they're a chronic fucking liar. But you have to
that's
act,
the thing.
You act like you don't. You go, no,
But that's the thing.
not
if,
you.
if they're a chronic liar and they're telling you they're a chronic liar, they could be lying about being a chronic liar.
They could be, but they're not.
But also, here's something you didn't
There's an
think
exception
about.
to every rule.
Can you be a chronic liar? Like, what if they meant that they were lying chronically about Dr. Dre's album, The Chronic, saying it wasn't good, when in fact it is a really good album, but they're trying to say that it's not good? I think that would be a chronic liar, and you would believe them. They're like, look, I'm a chronic liar, but I lie about saying that I think that Dr. Dre's album, The Chronic, was not good, but it really was good. So that could also be a chronic liar.
That's definitely a chronic liar.
So
You
with
can't lie
that,
on the chronic.
in that case, you do believe them.
Mm-hmm.
That
Because
they
you'd
are.
have to be crazy to not like the chronic.
Right. Robert, do you know what the Chronic is?
I do not. No.
Okay. Well, fuck, man. What are we supposed to do here?
You're saying as hood as us.
Next question we got is from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on X. And Jordan says, if a zombie bites a vampire, then the bitten vampire bites a human, what does the human become? A vampire or a zombie?
You become a zombie vampire.
You become a zombie vampire, but if you had to pick one, you become a zombie because a zombie bit you.
Yeah.
Because a zombie bit the vampire, which made the vampire a zombie, but he is a vampire zombie, so then he's still a zombie. So either way,
I think the zombie
your
brain takes over, so you're more of a
zombie takes over, but vampires can't die.
They can't, but the zombie's undead.
But
Vampires
the vampire
are also undead,
Yeah.
so nothing would happen.
okay.
No, it would happen.
The vampire would not turn into a zombie.
Yeah, it would.
I think the vampire would turn into a zombie.
It's not going to
It's still
die,
undead.
but you can
Undead.
still turn into a zombie
No, part of the zombie is being undead.
No, part of the zombie is being dead.
as being undead. The vampires are
Risen
already
dead.
undead, so I think if anything,
So nothing happens.
it would be an easier transition.
I think
Because the
it's-
zombie virus is different from the vampire virus.
So you have to be one though. If it was one, I think you're zombie.
If it's one, I think it's a
Because
vampire.
the zombification will shut down the brain more, and I think that's what the disease will do. It'll start shutting down the vampire brain. It'd be a much more dangerous vampire.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
But then if that
dangerous.
vampire bites you, I think you become a zombie vampire just like that one. But if you have to pick one, the zombification
I think
is taking
zombie.
over.
The zombification gets you.
Yeah.
It's a great question, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Great question.
Robert don't know nothing.
Robert
over
got
here.
outvoted in that one. One of the
You're
rare
trying
times.
to come at me with fucking fake news.
One of the rare non-food related times he's been outvoted. What was it you were taking? Your hot take? Do you want to tell us your hot take you told us beforehand?
Oh, yeah. Brisket's overrated.
Absolute insane take.
Absolutely
Literally,
overrated.
just clip that.
Yeah, make
Just
that
him saying brisket's overrated. Put that online. That'll get a lot of
hot
play.
take alert, and then just send it to me. We'll post it on TikTok. It'd be great.
We really should have a list of Robert's worst takes, and that's up there.
Yeah, it's up
probably
there for
number
sure.
one.
I get saying brisket's a pain in the ass to cook, but like brisket is
Is awesome.
delicious.
It's so good. Now, did you get like the Chipotle brisket? Because I wouldn't trust that shit.
No, I've got well-made brisket before.
I was just asking if that's what made you think about this.
Robert goes way back to the PTG BBQ RVW back when we would review barbecue places and then realized that it was $1 million to eat at a
Very
barbecue
expensive.
place.
So expensive.
While I was also doing a different crawfish streak then. Maybe that was also why my cholesterol's fucked.
Probably not help.
The crawfish caught up. Like, oh, you
I
thought
would
you could
I
just
would have
eat
guessed
us.
gout.
There's a lot of sodium.
A lot of sodium.
But yeah, I would think so. It's 2-1 zombie over vampire. There's that vote. Good question, Jordan. Moving on, we got Raimundo Benavidez, the reigning 2-time defending MVP at the Gravies Awards at KMundoB on X. And Mundo says, power rank these sporting events: baseball opening day, March Madness, NFL draft weekend, Super Bowl weekend, and the Four Nations hockey tournament. Robert, you go first.
All right. Number 5 is the Four Nations tournament.
Boo.
Number 4, NFL draft weekend.
Boo.
Number 3, Super Bowl weekend. Number 2, March Madness. Number 1, opening day.
I knew opening day was going to be 1. All right. My order is 5. I've got NFL draft weekend because in reality, you could just look at that on Sunday and be like, what happened? And then you have a list of everything that literally just happened.
Casual.
I'm not a casual, and it's more
Such a
fun.
fucking casual.
It's more fun the worse your team was the year before because you have the excitement of like, oh shit, my team this year. My draft excitement is more because we're picking 3rd. Last year it was more because we were picking 6th. Hopefully it's not like this again. I don't like that, but this year we might get a quarterback, so like the excitement's there. But for most teams, I don't think the excitement's there like it is. NFL draft weekend's 5. Four Nations tournament is 4. It was sick. It was awesome, but it was new, so that hurt it on these rankings. 3, opening day. It's cool, but it's like 162 game schedule. Boo. 2 is March Madness, and 1 is Super Bowl weekend. But this Super Bowl weekend this year was my least excited I've ever been. So kind of weird that I went with that, but it's still the Super Bowl. All right, what you got?
I love all of these. Let me just preface that.
Great.
So even
power
5
rankings.
is good. I got Four Nations is 5. It's just an all-star game, dude. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
now. If we had 1, would that possibly have been as high as 1?
Would have been number 1 probably.
It probably would have
Probably
been. But
would've
you
been
know what?
1.
We lost, so fucking all-star game. It was really cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. We didn't like talk about it for a whole show or anything.
4. I guess I'll go draft weekend. I love the draft. I get so excited. I watch all of it. The whole thing. I get excited. I get like 50 wings. I'll sit down. I'm gonna watch the whole first round and
Yeah.
just crush buffalo wings the entire
I'm not saying it's not
time.
fun. It's just not as cool as the other one.
I love it though.
Okay.
I get so excited for the draft. I feel like this should just say Super Bowl instead of Super Bowl weekend because the whole weekend I don't give a shit about. I care about the game, and honestly, my team hasn't been in the game in 14 years. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Super Bowl weekend 3. Haven't had a super exciting one in a long time for me. 2, we're gonna go opening day. It's fucking magical. You could say, yeah, well, it's 1 day of 162. No, opening day.
I'm not saying it's not cool.
But it's special. It's opening fucking day, dude. You got the whole season. Everybody's in first place. Your team has a shot.
Yeah, but sometimes your team lost the World Series.
You
You're
might
mad
lose that
about
shot
it.
real fucking quick. But you know what? You got a shot. Number 1, March Madness is the best tournament in all of sports.
It
It's
rocks.
fucking nuts.
March Madness rocks.
It's so good. And a couple years ago, I've always said I didn't care about college basketball. March Madness is fun. You just gamble. You're just gambling all day.
Yep.
There's so many games going on. It's college basketball,
first
so
2
it's
weeks,
nuts.
yeah.
No 15-point lead is safe because they're college kids and they could just fucking lose their mind at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
March Madness is number 1.
March Madness does rock. It's right around the corner too. All right. Great power rankings. Great question, Mundo. Great job. That's why he's MVP. We got another email. This one is from RJ Turner. And RJ Turner says, why aren't all colors used as last names? You've got people with the last name White, Black, brown, gray, green, blue, and even silver. Why are there no pinks or purples? Shouldn't all colors get last names? That's an easy one. I think that not all the colors were invented when they were
That's what I was thinking.
making last names.
Names go back a long way. They just had the basic scope.
But Mike Magenta sounds like a badass last name. That would be a sick last name.
I was going to say all of those are on the Roy G. Biv there, but I think Silver isn't.
Indigo. Is there somebody with the last name Indigo?
Could be.
Yeah.
Indigo Montoya.
What about Orange? Orange is probably someone's last name, right?
There's got to be an Orange out there. Paul Orange.
Yeah.
Either way,
Steve Tan.
Tan is a last name.
Is it?
It's Asian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last name Tan. Ricky Tan, remember from Rush Hour?
Bobby Beige. That'd be a fun one.
Gold is Ari Gold.
Brown is definitely a good one because that's common.
Pink and purple. I don't know. They just don't sound like last names.
Phil
I think
Purple.
that's what it is. Joe Pink. It doesn't.
What about yellow? Is there any yellows?
I don't think so.
Gold is a color. There's some people with the last name Gold.
And that's close to yellow, so we're going to go ahead and count that.
I guess we can.
Yeah, Pink and Purple. It's just not a last name. That's what it doesn't sound like a name.
But it should be.
I don't think so.
It should be.
I'm good with Pink just being the only Pink out there. One name. She's an artist. You can get away with that.
What is the most popular of the color last names? I would say
It's either white or black.
Yeah.
I know Brown is. I've known some Browns. Mike Brown, friend of the pod, been on Beer
Brown
Sports
is up
whatever,
there.
and then also the German version Braun, which is
I
same
guess
thing.
you get to count them both. So Brown could be up there.
What is white? Is it black? What's white in Spanish?
Blanco.
Blanco. I was thinking David.
Benny Blanco?
I was thinking David Blau. Yep, Benny Blanco. His legal name, Benny Blanco.
I just looked up that there are several people with the last name Pink.
Oh,
None that we would know.
Well, the
but
singer is her first name.
yeah.
She's like a share situation. It's first and last name.
Ariel Pink. There's
That
a
sounds
Sarah
made
Pink.
up.
What about purple?
Bonnie Pink.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was just purple was the color of royalty, so they wouldn't allow the peasants to have that name because they weren't royal.
If your last name is Purple and you have a kid, you should name him Rain. So then in the library card, it would be Purple Rain.
No, make their name Purple.
Nurple?
Murple. Murple's a name.
Murple? Yeah. Merps.
People give all their kids dumbass names now anyway. Urkel Purple.
Yeah, Urkel Purple. But yeah, I think that just all the colors weren't invented yet when they were coming up with last names.
Or the ruling class wouldn't let them have purple.
Or the ruling class wouldn't let them have that. But yeah, great question, RJ. Keep them coming. And then also, I want you guys to start giving us last names, and we will tell you what color the last names are. That'll be a fun exercise. Like Middleton, what color is Middleton?
Blue.
So I
just
was
popped
getting
in
blue.
my head.
I was getting blue.
I was thinking yellow.
What about
Yellow?
Hitler? I see blue.
I see red.
I did not see blue.
Hitler is. I'm seeing red and black.
I don't know why yellow. My brain went yellow.
Yellow.
I don't know because he's a fucking coward.
Yellow, like his belly.
Fake my death and escape down to South America, you little bitch.
All right, Barbosa, go. Red.
Red.
I got red. Dion. Gray?
I got white.
I got green. But green's also my favorite color, so I think I'm a little biased on that one.
We all got different ones. Yeah, this is a fun one. Send us some last names, and we'll tell you what colors they are next week on the pod. And going forward. But y'all haven't sent us colors to tell you what they taste like or what they smell like in a while. What do y'all's podcast where they talk about? I was trying to explain it to a sales guy today. He was like, so how's the pod going? I was like, it's good. He's like, what are y'all talking about? Like, well, sometimes we tell them what colors smell like. Oh, yeah. And they just ended the conversation pretty quickly after that. I was like,
The look on his face was, I wish I hadn't asked.
Huh.
All right.
okay. No wonder he's not Rogan.
We try and guess what celebrity's going to randomly pop up on the screen.
But it happened 3 times. The odds that happens at all is wild. The fact that we've done it 3 times. Well, I've done it. Robert, you did it. Pat, have you done it? Oh, fuck. My bad. Well, two of the three of us have.
I've been
have
real
done it.
close a few times.
Been very close. Very close.
In the ballpark, at least,
Put your submissions in for who you think it would be, and then also give us people name a bunch of as many people as you can with colors as their last names. Have a color name off in the comments at the YouTube channel, youtube.com/PassGrayPodcast.
It's all going to be like Bin Laden, Mussolini.
No, but it would be like
West.
Jack Black would be one. Jack White would be one. They have to be colored last names.
Oh.
In the comments, if we can get to 200 comments, we'll give away an Irish I was listening to Pastor Gravy shirt to a random lucky person. All right. Moving on. Our final question this week is from Todd Voss. He's at as_scene_by_TV. And Todd says, at what age should we give kids the talk?
I don't know. I'm going on 34 years here. I haven't had the talk.
I don't really remember having the talk.
I don't think you need.
When they start asking questions?
You got the internet now, man.
I don't think
They
that's
should not learn from
that's
the
the worst
internet.
way to do it.
You shouldn't, but we learned. I'm not saying tell them to go watch porn, but I'm just saying the information is out there on the internet. Kids are on the internet all day long. They probably Google it before they ask you at this point. Also, who the fuck would ask their parents?
They're not asking.
Somebody that has a trusting relationship with their kid.
Got a real laissez-faire.
If I had to pick an
relationship with my parents.
age, I would guess 12.
How old are you in 5th grade?
You're 5 in kindergarten.
11?
6, 7,
11?
8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, so I would say around 10 or 11.
Yeah, when you get double digits.
Yeah.
Or when they start asking questions. But I think there's also a talk you
Yeah.
have where at a certain point you got to be like, hey, if you ever had anybody touch your no-no spots, you would tell us, right? I think you have to have a conversation where it's don't allow people to do this. And then you're like, hey, be safe, buddy. Be safe if you're going to do any of this stuff. You want to use protection. You want to do all that. I think those are two separate conversations you have. You have the one that's hey, man, stranger danger. Don't let the Drakes of the world get a hold of you, Watch out. Don't let the Jareds get a hold of you.
Gotta stay away from them Jareds.
Yeah, that's why you go with Pat on Peloton. He's not like that. Not like that. But yeah, I would say double digits for the talk. Yeah. The talk. The bird is it the birds and the bees is the sex talk, and then there's the hey, stranger danger.
If you have a boy, and you still do their laundry, and their socks are stiff, I think you're past the point you don't need to have the talk. They've kind of started to figure it out.
Yeah, but it's still probably good to be look. Because I think that the problem with it is a lot of people, if you weren't talked about it, you kind of thought it was a taboo thing, and I think some people think it's taboo, but it's I just want the best for you,
I don't even know if my siblings ever got the talk, but I can also see my parents being dude, we've done this 3 times, we're not fucking doing it again.
Yeah.
I don't think my brother ever got the talk either. I think they just kind of assumed, dude, they're boys
They'll figure it out.
I don't want to have this conversation.
I would say 10 though, 10 to 12.
Yeah.
I say don't talk to your children.
Don't listen to Pat.
Just don't do it.
On that.
In general, bottle things up. Give them a little toughness.
I won't give them a complex or anything. Yeah.
No, you don't give them a complex, but you want to give them enough emotional scarring to be a little bit funny.
Okay. Fair.
Just a little bit.
Fair.
You don't want a boring
But
kid.
maybe not in that area.
Not in that area is a good. Yeah, that's a good call also. But yeah. So
just if you have a boy, just fling open the door, throw a Playboy in there, and yell, "Figure it out."
You'll understand. This is how my grandpappy
Slid the
taught
door.
me. But yeah.
Into a ranch so and watch 2 horses fuck.
So those were our answers questions. Thank you to everybody that submitted today at PassGrayPod on X #PTG answers if you'd like to be featured in next week's answers segment. If you want to email them to us, passgraypod@gmail.com, and then use the use answers in the subject, and that's how we'll find you. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03 on all socials. Give us a follow. Go call people all of our new insult names, and then especially on the TikTok because they're mean there. And I mean, we're gonna post trolly stuff to try and get them to be mad, but then you guys gotta troll them back. That's the bit. Comment your favorite name with a color last name, and then we'll pick, if we can get over 200 comments, we will pick a random person for the Irish I was listening to Passive Gravy podcast shirt, and then also PassiveGravyMerch.com. If you want to just load up right now, get the dad hat. if you think you're going to win the shirt, get the dad hat first, and then we'll send you both of them at the same time because you'll win that one. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to vote on the mock draft of dudes with beards. Now let's do
Real quick, 2 shout-outs.
shout-outs.
2 friends of mine hit hole-in-ones this week. So Luke, he did it at
Together?
no, not together. One of my buddies, Luke, he did it at Minute Maid. He was golfing there and he hit a hole-in-one. Or sorry, Dyken Park.
At the dike.
Yeah, he hit a hole-in-one at the dike, knocked it in the dike.
Nice.
And my other buddy did it in San Antonio this morning. His first ever
that's
hole-in-one.
awesome.
Been golfing his whole life. I was like, wow, it took you long enough, you little bitch.
Did your friend that did it at the dike, are you going to give him shit and say it's like not a real hole-in-one because it's not a real course?
It's a real course.
No, it's not like a full golf course. Did you play 18?
I didn't really ask any
No,
questions.
but you just that's.
I think I saw his Snapchat and I just responded, "Fuck you."
It's so difficult to do, but like if you don't do it on a real golf course, you just got to minimize it to them and be like, I don't care. It's not that cool.
We'll say this: he hit it on a real life simulator.
Yeah, like that's I guess a simulator.
It was in real life, and like you actually did it, but that's basically.
A simulator hole-in-one, I guess, counts to some people. Like I've had a hole-in-one on Golden Tee, kind of the same thing.
It's not a simulator though.
That simulates golf, buddy.
It's a simulation.
It simulates a round of golf right there. But just make sure you praise your one friend in San Antonio that did it, and not your friend. Like way
Okay.
more. Be like, well, hey, and shout out to you specifically because you did it. Like you did it on a real golf course and not a simulator. It's not a simulator. It was a real. No, it's a simulator. Just do that.
Yeah.
That'll get them real good.
Hell
That'll get the group chat going. All right. Random celebrity. Who you got?
Fucking Billy Gibbons.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm gonna go Jack Black.
I will take anybody on the screen with a beard as
Billy
a win
Gibbons,
for myself.
Daniel Radcliffe, Jack Black. These are the first ones that this is our test one. Otis Redding, John McEnroe, Anthony Quinn, Jack Lemmon. None of those people we said. Freddie Mercury, The Clash, Judy Garland, Viola Davis, Drew Barrymore, Sophia Loren, Amy Adams, and Angelina Jolie. You want to run it back?
Yes.
Daniel Radcliffe, Billy Gibbons, Jack Black, Diana Ross, Don Hudson, Mario Andrade, James Stewart, Frances McDormand, Grace Kelly, Emma Willis, and Nicole Kidman.
Not even a fucking beard on the
last
screen.
one. The Smiths, Isabel Huppert, Maureen O'Hara, Dermot McNernighan,
Single beard.
Demi Moore, Bruce Lee, Natalie Wood, and Steven Tyler. Nope, didn't get it. Better luck next time. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Eat your Cheerios. Until I talk to you next time, don't be a bubblegum bee and pass the gravy. You motherfucking bitches!
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Now we gon'